And it's live. Hey guys, Gogsy here, and welcome back to Path Mike. Today, we've been joined by a whole host of co-hosts as we react together to Scotland's party continuation as we take on Slovakia today. If we win today, we qualify for the playoffs of the World Cup. So here's hoping we do so, even though it's very much a changed 11. But without further ado, we're gonna introduce today's guests. We've got Coby.
You all right?
Yeah, the new Scotland fan. Roscoe, how's it going, mate?
Okay, how are you?
Aye, all good, man. Frazqwandro.
Simon.
Ramage.
Right, lads, notice the change.
Oh, yes, love it.
There we go. Like.
And Stevie, still hungover.
Hi, how are we doing? Oh, man, brilliant.
Aye.
Absolutely brilliant.
How are we all feeling after Thursday night?
Yeah.
I wasn't on, so...
There's another thing of Coby bingo. He's stuck his mum.
Thank God I've only got a can of Iron Brew, by the way, honestly.
Mate, I'm going straight for the alcohol already.
Aye.
But no, I'm just... Amazing. Anybody that's on my social media, the different view, I think I was in tears, and I think I've been in tears for days. Because I went to my first Scotland game against Latvia. Well, that was the first qualifying in 2001, and I've not missed a home qualifier since. And it was the most Scottish way to win a game of football, and the most Scottish way to qualify you ever see.
Yeah.
People say you couldn't write it, but that's exactly how you would have wrote it. And just from back to front, we were just outstanding. Outstanding.
Absolutely. So we're going to look at the comments. Niall Kane actually commented this at 11:59 a.m. Hi lads, still hasn't sunk in yet. Looking forward to this. I'm going for 2-1 Scotland. Silly FC or Nathan Graham says, hi lads, reckon 3-1 Scotland. McBurney, Christie and Armstrong to score and Hamsik to score for Slovakia. Sean Dolan says hello. Hello to Ryan Staffieri, Luke Hoopstar, Logic Scotland. I mean, we waited for everyone, so it was about time we don't leave a man behind here on Pass the Mic.
Don't blame Gogsy for
that. Ryan Cameron says more than Scotland. Callum Davison says 2-0. Niall King comments it again.
What isn't it?
Wonder if Coby is nervous.
Here, actually, I'm nervous.
Harry's saying he's going to check how much cash he's got so he can donate because he's got bills coming up.
You're like 18. What?
He's turned 18 and he's all of a sudden a grown man.
Nick Bills.
He's in Bali right now, just sitting on the deck. That's the mic.
Mentally, that's me after Scotland qualifying.
Nice.
But we're going to look at the starting 11 for both sides today. For Slovakia, it's Rodak and goal, Pekarik, Saka, Skriniar, Majan, Prostovsky, Duris, Kuchka, Hamsik, Gregors, and Duda. And for Scotland, it's very much a changed 11. Craig Gordon and goal, Liam Palmer at the right back, Considine, Cooper, McKenna make up the centre halves, Tierney on the left, McGinn, McLean, Christie, Armstrong make up the midfield, and McBurney up top on his own, I'm assuming. What are we thinking about the starting 11?
Do you know what's amazing? Do you know what's amazing about that is the fact that that's actually a really strong starting 11, and it's not even like our best 11.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I noticed that as well.
Yeah, okay. There's still a couple of players in there that were playing the other night, but in terms of like a squad, you look at that team and think that's actually a pretty good team. So
yeah, I would probably say is that 3 changes since Thursday night because we've got Palmer playing, Cooper playing, and Craig Gordon playing. So
well was on the bench. Yeah.
Oh, Considine as well. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
There's only a couple of players that were playing the other night.
Yeah, no.
Huh? It was only McGinn and who was the other one? Was it Tierney?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the rest, okay, maybe came on the other night, but they didn't start.
Yeah, I think as well, people are complaining from what I've seen so far on social media about McBurney, but I think he's really, scapegoated with Scotland. He scored a great pen the other night.
Yeah.
Overall, like, he wasn't that bad when he came on. It's just the whole thing, bring Griffiths, bring on thingy. Like, he's not a bad player. He's playing down in the Premier League. Like, he's not. He's a good player.
For McBurney to show what he's got.
I will
Exactly.
be honest, McBurney's penalty in the shootout was the only one I couldn't watch. I had like my head in my hands watching that. But I'm glad he scored it, obviously. So
That's the bill getting paid. $1.99 left in the account. Donates it to the stream.
Brilliant. I think as well, boys. I think it shows the confidence that the nation's got in the team now. Because whenever have you seen a Scotland side make this many changes, and we're sitting here going, "That's still a good team. We can still go and win this game."
Yeah.
Rory777 says, "How did your Tinder date with Raphael go on for Thursday, France? You missed a great game."
I had a date with a Scotland game, so I didn't really miss the game.
I hate the destiny.
So fuck up, Rory.
Next up, it's Coop and Connor. Has anyone got any bets on for today?
Connor.
Nah, I'm going teetotal.
You teetotal today?
I surprisingly don't.
What do you mean surprisingly? You're fucking 15 there.
After a gamble aware, so today's sixfold. I've gone with North Macedonia to score 2 against Estonia. A goal in both halves in a game in Norway. It's just a potluck thing. Senegal to beat Guinea-Bissau. Hibs v Dundee, which is the second stream of today. I've gone for over 1.5 goals, over 8.5 corners, and over 25 booking points.
You love a corner bet.
I do. I really do. Belarus and Lithuania to have 2 or more goals, and the same with Moldova against Greece. 21-1. 5 are on it. 110 back if it comes in.
Decent.
Anyone else in the comments?
Callum Davidson, I mean, you're doing a fantastic job, wee man. But that's why I've opted for the old Dean.
I highly doubt tickets for Wembley will be £2,000.
What I think Callum's getting at is there is people online trying to sell them for £2,000, like reselling cheap for the ballot. But Scotland, I think we get like 13% of the attendance at Wembley, or the allocation rather. So we're still going to get about 13,000 fans, I think it is.
It's 13,000. I've seen it this morning.
I don't think tickets will be for a group stage game. I don't think tickets will be any more than £200.
Nah, I think it's been hyped up a bit, but I think reselling will go for roughly. They'll go for a lot more because
the amount of people there'll be just standing outside the stadium, just waiting for people looking for a ticket.
Yeah.
There'll be loads.
Oh, here's a ticket, but I want £800 for that.
Yeah, and people will pay it as well. That's the thing. People say, "Oh, you know what? Like,
can I have it on tick, mate?" Ross Lockhart says, "You sobered up from Thursday?" Absolutely not. I'm still high as a kite. YOLO Swag says, "Lads, any idea who's going to the Euros?"
Not Northern Ireland, anyway.
right. Hard lines, Niall. Hard lines.
Yes, I'm going to the Euros. We will have a pass to make trip to the Euros. How about that? We're all.
We're on our way.
You're not, Coby. You've only just discovered the Scotland national team.
I'm off to the Aberdeen, Scotland park. That's where I'm heading. I'm on my way there.
Well, I'm hoping to. We'll see about tickets.
Just so that anybody in the comments know, I'm looking forward to the Euros, but I don't plan on remembering it.
No, mate. As soon as we hit London, it's just going to be absolute carnage.
Honestly.
Away.
Even if I don't get a ticket, I'm still going to London.
That's what I'm saying. People still go down to London without a ticket, and then that's when the resellers. Because if someone comes up to you, says, "All right, so I've got a ticket. How much you paying?" You look in your wallet.
Coby's rambling.
I'll be like, here's my wheelchair, my mate carrying me to the stadium.
I'm on the water today, but
McKenna and Cooper. No, McKenna and Concy. This is a flashback.
Do you know-
and a half.
Oh,
I'm not
mentioned
saying-
Conte, that's your ban for the next 25 streams.
No, I was just saying this is a flashback.
No, you mentioned them. You mentioned them.
Ryan
You
Christian.
mentioned them.
No.
You mentioned them.
Oh, that doesn't count.
Ross Lockhart's got a question for us. Would you rather see your respective team win the Champions League or see Scotland win the World Cup?
I've seen my respected team win the Champions League.
Well, I've seen my English team win the Champions
Aye,
League. Yeah.
on the History Channel, Kobe.
Well, we won it like 2 years ago.
I know.
And
God. The history, God.
Aston Villa need to look at the History Channel to find the Champions League that they won, pal.
It's a tough one, but what I can say is Thursday night is the best feeling I've ever had in football.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I'll agree with you on that.
I think as a nation, I think the fact that we've all come together to celebrate this one moment, that sort of put me ahead of anything Motherwell related.
Same with Aberdeen.
That's a good question. Logic Scotland. We're probably thinking about merging the two cities, to be honest.
Or having a merger.
I'm on my way.
He's booked a hotel in London near Thagaloof Square. I think he's trying to say Trafalgar.
Is there any consolation? I can't spell it.
When Thog didn't buy his Magaloof. Thogaloof.
Sounds like Mike Tyson trying to say Shagaloof. Shagaloof.
Thogaloof.
Can I tell you something that I'm really excited to see today? Kieran Tierney playing on the left.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
Because I think he's a lot better going forward than what Andy Robertson is.
Yes.
I thought Kieran Tierney played really well at centre back, to be honest.
Oh, he did.
Wait.
It dispels that myth, doesn't it, Fraz, that the two of them can't play on that side together?
That's the thing, though. What are you saying, son? You want to continue, son?
Do you
Carry
mean
on.
that?
Carry on.
Do you mean that? Tierney's better going forward for Scotland or in general?
Just in general, mate. Like, it's the same game no matter what shirt they put on.
I'd say Robbo's better. That's not a bias for you at all, but
That's definitely a bias.
That is definitely a bias.
it is a bias.
The fact is, they get told, like, Robertson gets told two different things by Steve Clarke and Jurgen Klopp. Jurgen Klopp has got the confidence in him that he can cover corner flag to corner flag because he's got people behind him. Whereas Steve Clarke is like saying, like, I can't let you have that creative freedom.
Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, that's why I think I said that on the last stream. If we put bloody Robbo maybe in midfield, or I don't know, but there's surely somewhere they can swindle it. But he's got us to the Euros, so I'm not bothered.
The question is though, who's better, Sir Steve or Jurgen Klopp?
Jurgen
Klopp every day.
You have to.
Jurgen's a wee guy, man.
Jurgen
I mean,
Klopp.
got Sir Steve, the man who's taken my country to the first major, United, and you've also got Jurgen Klopp, Big Jurgen, who is my spirit animal.
Jurgen is basically my German dad.
Are you a heavy metal kind of guy, Fraz?
I'm a heavy metal football kind of guy.
Jurgen's just Jurgen. He's on another planet, yeah. And unless Stevie, I don't even know what he can do to get Jurgen. I don't know.
Okay. So Ross Lockhart said, at least we came together as a nation on Thursday to all realise how much we hate Rangers fans. The only fan base who weren't happy with us qualifying.
Yeah,
I think there will be
No, that's okay. I spoke to a few Rangers
my mum
fans.
was happy.
To be honest with him, there was like a lot of Rangers fans that were going like on social media saying like, "Well done, Scotland" and all this sort of stuff.
Yeah, my mum was buzzing. And but there was then she just doesn't like Steve Clarke.
The only people that were saying something like "Well done, Scotland" were non-Scottish people, because every Scottish person that was tweeting was like "fucking yes!"
Yeah, bloody Irish, Belgium, France. I think I had.
I mean,
Germany,
what I'm getting at is
Italian.
not every single Rangers fan was commenting saying like, you know.
Yeah, no.
anything negative. Do you know what I mean? There was
I-
there was still quite a large.
Yeah,
number
there
of
was-
them came
no,
out and that,
I
so.
took a note of some of the nations that actually got in touch with the channel or people from different nations that took time out of their day to
I've done the
actually
same.
right to the channel. We've got people from Serbia, Croatia, Macedonia, Kosovo, England, of course. That both Irish nations.
You're basically naming the former Yugoslavian nations.
Quite a lot of them, because of course there's a bit of needle between everyone. So whenever one of them gets beat, then the others are fearing. So, but it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, I've got the people that commented on my video saying like, "Oh, congratulations." So I've got
Your
English.
mic's fucked.
Yeah,
Is
your
it?
mic is fucked, mate.
I'll take it out.
I think what Ross says there. I think Ross Lockhart. Well, I don't know Ross that's in the
Yeah.
stream. So just to avoid confusion. But no. These Rangers fans get more attention when they comment and stuff like this. That's why it seems like there's more Rangers fans that actually think of that, because it just gets shared everywhere. When in actual fact, it's a very, very small minority of people who are very, very narrow-minded.
Yeah. It's those sort of Rangers dads that wear Northern Ireland stuff to Rangers games. That's a very small minority. Hello?
I can hear you, mate. Aye, I can hear you.
Hello?
But see if like Scotland fans hated Motherwell, for example, I wouldn't let that ruin the love for my country. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's my country at the end of the day.
exactly.
That's the thing as well. I want to go out on a limb and say to the comments, I am not mentioning anything about clubs.
Yeah. I mean,
On any international stream, we do not mention,
yeah.
oh, your club done that, your club done that. I mean, if you're mentioning your club, like, in an international stream, fuck you.
Especially in a time like this as well.
I
No.
mean, I'm just going to say before anybody starts, I mean, yes, I do have that bit where I hate Rangers, but I have to tip my hat to Ryan Jack. Played fucking amazing. Played fantastic. He'd probably be my man of the match, to be honest.
I'm his biggest critic, and he linked everything up.
Critic. You mean critic?
Critic, yeah. He linked everything up, and he was, as you said, he was probably the man of the match. I know everyone say David Marshall, but no, I would have given it to Ryan Jack. He had a great game.
Thank you, Logic Scotland. Thank you.
Van Dijk's just man of the match for me by a mile. Like,
yeah, like I've got.
I would say mine was Ryan Christie.
There's a few. I seen a few things from just. You can't really pin it on Rangers fans because it wasn't all of them. It was like.
Kobe, what the fuck did I just say?
I'm talking about how people are.
Fucking hell, man. Right.
No,
as of now, we do not talk about club football.
well, how we've got Dundee game later on.
Yes.
That's for the next stream we can talk about.
In an international stream, we cannot talk about club football.
I was mentioning how people shouldn't talk about it.
Okay. Continue.
Okay.
We've got 10 minutes.
I can't remember my point now.
Thanks, fuck.
But anyway, I have a list.
Oh no.
Is that Goxie? Was that not on the list as well? Like where he forgets.
Forgets where he is.
Yeah, aye.
I've got a few things. I want to present before the stream starts and the game starts. So I've got a list here quickly of all the international people that said well done to us. So we've got England, we've got Wales, we've got Czech Republic, we've got Croatia, I've got France, I've got Germany, I've got Italy, I've got Spain, I've got all sorts. I've got countries from Africa. I've got Congo. I've got Ghana and all that.
They had Wi-Fi in the Congo.
Masses of places.
Whoa.
Gogsy, they wished us well done. All right, now I've got a newspaper. I actually have to pay for this. Back pages.
All right.
The wait
It's
is
like 13 pages. Like the fact that you have to pay for that is an absolute sham.
I've got a ratings. This is from the Evening Express. Support your local.
Support your local. Half the fucking streams don't even.
All right, we've got a player rating.
What does that leave me?
David Marshall, number 8.
Goxie, what's your fucking point?
Just
Scott
a drink
McTominay,
program.
number
What's
8.
your point, Carl?
I don't know where this is going, but
I'm just reading. All right, I'll cut to the chase. They're all 8s. I don't know why they're
I'm
not.
just saying that instead of going David Marshall, Stephen O'Donnell.
Stephen O'Donnell shouldn't be in it, in my opinion. You're a stinker of a game.
I know Coby had a bit of a tedious list, but it makes a good point. It shows just how well the Scotland have been missed and the impact that the Tartan Army do have across the world. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I don't think you see that in any other nation.
You should have bought a paper to replace your Neil Lennon slaps Fir Park stars or whatever it's called.
Blasts, but I go on.
There's going to be a headline: Fraser slaps Coby and all that. Clown.
There we go. Come on, boys. I'll put my paper away now.
Yes, Logic Scotland. I would back that. Yeah,
What
back that to the core.
Not mirror him and pretend he can.
Yeah.
What's mirror, mate? What's mirror?
Harris Taylor made a good point there as well. We haven't even mentioned the fact how good Declan Gallagher was the other night.
Fucking ankle, by the way.
Yeah, I didn't want to do a Coby and just talk about ex-Aberdeen players. Sorry, I mentioned the club there, but anyway, you know what I mean. But he was outstanding, and I don't think it's a surprise to me in Gogsy because we see that out of him every single week.
Yeah, exactly. We don't
I
see
don't
many
know.
horses.
It's
In
amazing.
terms of man of the match, I'm not sure. I would either say Ryan Christie because I think he was really good going forward, but if you're talking defenders, I would say Stephen O'Donnell was.
His interview, by the way, Ryan Christie's was amazing.
Oh, yeah, it was. 100%.
That's the thing about fullback, the right back. I mean, the left back's always going to get attention because it's Robbo, but the right back will never get the attention that Robbo gets. And Stephen O'Donnell done well.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like it would be the same if Kieran Tierney was the left back. I mean, the right back, Liam Palmer. Like Liam Palmer could play a 10 out of 10 today. Probably won't get the same recognition or the same.
That's the thing I always think with McBurney. Like, if he does good, he never done this. If he done this wrong, it's like people are always gonna look to him to make excuses and why he shouldn't have been playing for this and that. But no, I'll be honest, I was skeptical going into the game with Declan Gallagher starting because obviously I thought there was a few good options. Obviously he's good enough to start and he should be starting. That's just because maybe his form going into it. Obviously you have seen him a lot more than I have. I've just seen him cost a few goals against Celtic and all that. So no, he had a great game. I'll be honest with you. He had a great.
Well, that's the thing. You could be bad for your club, but your form could turn around massively when you go to your country. I mean, Stephen Fletcher done that for years. Stephen Fletcher was hot and cold for his club, but when he came with the national team, he was brilliant.
The stats.
Alan Hutton never even had a club.
Oh, brilliant!
He used to turn up for the national team.
That's a great example.
Rob Lockhart says, "Do you rate your chances in getting a ticket for Wembley?" I do because I've seen some stuff on Facebook groups, etc. People have reckoned that you only need 4 points on your Scotland Supporters Club membership to get a ticket. I've got 7.
So there are 7-point club. Here we go.
Yeah, Wembley. But
this clown thought I had 10. I don't know what I was on. I don't know what site
you don't
I was
even
on.
have a membership.
I don't even have a membership. You're right. I was trying to sign into something to find out and it played. I don't even know what I was on.
Oh dearie me! But we've got 5 minutes till kick off, lads. I'm going to go through these with predictions. We'll start from my right hand side. Coby, you go first. What's your prediction for today?
Conti's going to score a hat trick.
I'll go 1-0 Scotland.
Conti's going to score in the last minute.
No, he's not. He's not actually. It'll be.
Who's going to score in the last minute, son?
Drew Armstrong will score.
Drew Armstrong. We'll go Roscoe next.
I'm going to be a bit of a buzzkill today. I don't think we'll win. I think it'll be 1.
Oh dear.
I don't think we'll win, but I didn't want to say we'll win.
Oh my gosh! Make up your mind, Coby.
We're gonna lose.
We're on too much of a sort of a high from the other night, and it's not to even be expected that we're going to win today. But I don't think we'll get beat either. I think it'll be 1-0.
Frazqwandro, what are you saying?
I am backing 1-1 and all. I think we're definitely still riding the wave. I think it's going to be a tough game, but I think we'll get out with a point. That's no disrespect to the squad that we've got out, but it'll be 1-1.
Yeah.
You're not singing the national anthem again.
Yeah, I'm going to say the same as Ross and Fraz, 1-0.
And the last one, Stevie.
I'm going to go with a 1-each draw as well, but I think that Israel and the Czech Republic will also draw, and that'll be enough to get us through.
Do they kick off at the same time as us?
No, they kick off at 7:45. But the thing is, in order for us to go through, Scotland either need 2 draws or a win, or we need the Czechs to slip up. That's literally all we need.
It's in terms of like the goal scorers. Who does everybody think's going to score? I think McBurney will score today.
Oh, you like that? You're like, fuck the haters.
I would love nothing more. I would love nothing more because
I would love it. I would love it. I would love it. I would fucking love it.
You seen how much it meant to the guy when he scored the penalty? Do you know what I mean? You could just see how much tension he was under. And
that's the thing. I don't know why McBurney gets such a hard time. There's no doubt in that boy's efforts and care. Like, at least he gives a shit.
At least he done, like, that's the thing, Ross. At least he actually says, when Steve Clark goes, "You're in my squad," and he goes, "You know what? I'll come. I will come to this one. I will come up." Yep.
I was listening to Open All Mics yesterday, right? And Richard Gordon and Billy Dodds, they were saying if McBurney missed the penalty, it would be like a whole different game changer in terms of his confidence. Like, which, when you actually think about it, is actually a very good point.
He had some confidence to go for a very soft-footed penalty, though.
Tell you,
if the goalie dragged the right way, he was screwed, man, because it wasn't right in the corner of him.
No.
The one that had the biggest balls for me was Griffiths. Went up to take the first penalty. He hadn't even touched the ball. In the game. And
That's
then
what my dad said.
put it top corner. You know?
That's what my dad said. He was like, "Is this Sparky's first touch?" And I was like,
Yeah, he didn't even touch the ball during the game, and hits a penalty top corner. You know.
Other comments? Hello to the Chelsea fan. How's everyone doing today? I mean, I'm a bit more laid back than I was for Thursday, but at the same time, Slovakia really struggled in this group. I didn't expect them to struggle as much as they got beat 3-2 at home to Israel, which was a massive shock in my opinion. Banvisha says, "I'm Banvishan from mainland China, a big Scotland football fan for 22 years. Very happy to see Scotland back to the Euros. It's a long time no see Scotland."
very coincidental that he starts supporting Scotland when they've not been in a major tournament.
But no, Ben Visha commented on my video. I recognise your little picture. Thank you.
Aye. Very nice. YOLO Swag says, "Now, lads, we're going to do this a lot today." I love the confidence.
I'm looking at the lineup. It's a very what I never thought. I never thought Liam Palmer would be in midfield, to be honest.
I like that kit as well.
I thought we were playing a 3-5-2, but it's actually a 4-3-3.
Yeah. I thought that was the system.
Yeah. It's on Google, it's a 4-3-3 with Considine at right back. That ain't right.
It's the same as I'm looking at the way that we're starting, and it looks like the same with the 3 centre backs, the 2 wing backs. I think
Sky Sports had it 3 at the back.
I think here it's 4-3-3 on Sky.
It's 4-3-3.
Right, I can't see that being right.
Considine won't be put.
Look at the way they line up. I'm a bit ahead of these guys, but see when they're taking kick off, it's definitely 2 wing backs.
Yeah, no, I've kicked off, and it's definitely wing backs. You're right.
Cheers to Quad Vlogs.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you.
I mean, I'm still drunk, I think.
I don't get hangovers, Michael. I only get emotional
What you got there,
hangovers.
Gogsy?
It's interesting. It's interesting. We're saying it's not as nerve wracking as the other night. We're a bit more relaxed today, and all the rest of it. You could probably say the same about the players, and that's why I don't think we'll win today.
That's the thing as well. Still a lot to play for.
Oh yeah.
We want to obviously win this group.
So remind me. So what happens? So we need to win one of the next 2 games.
Yes.
And then what does that do for us? Does it just put us up a group, or does it give us
for the next Nations League in 2 years? we're into League A with the likes of Germany, France, Portugal, the big boys.
Belgium.
The Shaggers.
It also puts us into a better pot for the seedings.
Right.
And
We're in with the wee guys right now.
And if we don't qualify via the group
For the
for
World
the
Cup.
World Cup, we get a World Cup playoff, just like we did for the Euros here.
So technically, see, really, like everybody slates the Euro nations or whatever we're calling the Nations League, but it's really helped us. You know, it really does help.
It does help.
So you say a playoff for the World Cup, is that a semi-final and a final, or is it a straight final, or what?
It'll be the same sort of format as the Euros.
Right.
Did.
I'll be honest with you, I was one of the people that slated the Nations League, but no, as I've seen it, obviously now, it does really kind of help, because when it first came about, it was like, what's this? Just another tournament. But no.
Yeah, when it came out, it was like nobody had a clue how it all works and all that.
I still think
it's down to the way they explained it. They made it so complicated. They used about 50 words when they could have just said 3.
Yeah.
I assume when we go up to the A League, it's probably a good chance we're just going to get relegated again.
I think we're going to be that yo-yo nation that bounces between A and B, A and B, A and B. We'll win Group B comfortably and then go up to A, get fucking decimated, relegated
I'll take
back.
a Group B.
We'll do it in Iceland, because Iceland finished with 0 points in the last one.
Iceland are not even at this Euros. They was it's quite fitting the fact that the country I usually back it doesn't qualify, but my actual nation does. So.
Yeah.
See,
I'll never forget watching that Iceland-England game. God.
See that other night? I was looking at the results for the other paths, right? And I turned into my mate and I goes, "There's no way that North Macedonia can qualify for this, and we're not there."
It's true. North Macedonia have qualified for the first tournament ever.
I went on to check the
going on Pandev age like 38, get the goal or something.
I went on to check the Northern Ireland score against Slovakia, and then they just equalised, and then that was when Serbia scored against us. I was like, nah, this cannot happen.
Well, yeah, obviously the past few years, Scotland, we've had a good team. We've just lacked that kind of team spirit, and I think Steve Clarke's kind of brought that back since he's came in. I think players like look forward maybe coming away with Scotland now. Maybe, obviously, most of them would before, but some's like, but I think now he's brought that kind of unity back on the pitch as well as off it.
Expanding on that, what he's done, I covered this sort of briefly the other night, he's took a team of individuals and put them together as a team.
Mm-hmm.
You're absolutely right. Now, any more comments, any more predictions for the game today? DJ Bear says, alright boys, says everyone. Logic Scotland prefers a setup now instead of pointless friendlies throughout the season, then into the group qualifiers, which is absolutely fair enough. I couldn't be asked watching us play the likes of Qatar, because I actually went to that game, it was boring. I saw us play Canada, we drew 1 each. I mean, no one was actually caring about the result.
The thing is, when it comes to friendlies, players don't want to get an injury and take it back with them.
Correct.
So
what I like about the little friendlies is it's kind of I like when they kind of go on tour. So, like, for example, they came to Pittodrie not that long ago against Netherlands. Like, if they go to Fir Park, for example, I like that because it's.
We've not played an international Fir Park.
What
they're not going on tour per
right.
se. They've just been more realistic and said we can't fill Hampden.
Yeah, I know.
So let's take it to a smaller ground or a downscaled ground.
I do believe Scotland's only ever played at Fir Park once.
Yeah, no, but I think it would be good done that because it would get more people along to see the national team. Like, my only real game was against Netherlands at Pittodrie. My only game was against Netherlands.
At that time, we get it.
Yeah, we get it.
Wait, have you never seen Scotland play at Hampden, Coby? Too young for that.
I was going to go to the Portugal game a few years back.
Aye, because you thought Ronaldo was playing, aye.
No, I didn't even know. My dad surprised me and then I was ill.
See, I know what you're saying about the national team, like, touring per se, but Scotland's not big enough to do touring. I mean, the German national team don't have a designated home ground because, Germany's such a big country and they've obviously somebody felt a bit like Berlin's not going to travel down to Munich to see Germany, so like they'll wait for the national team to come to play in Berlin. Whereas like Scotland fans like are daft like that. They'll be like, "Ken, what? The game's in Aberdeen, but I live in Glasgow. Fuck it, I'll get the train up to support my nation."
Good save,
see, before the World Cup, I know England played at Elland Road one time. I think they played
Anfield.
somewhere else recently. I think it was.
No, they didn't play at Anfield because
Yeah.
the FA said if you want an international friendly at Anfield, you have to let all media outlets in, and then obviously that meant the Sun. That meant the Sun coming back to Anfield.
Liverpool.
So they said no, we'll just not have a friendly at Anfield then.
But
By
they played at Elland Road.
I don't know if I'll just pause there for a minute. There was a great chance there from Scotland. Liam Palmer got the final hit and it just blazed over the bar. It's been a promising start from Scotland.
DJ Bale 72. I don't think that will happen, I'm afraid, son. I don't think that will happen.
Well, this
Dykes will score. Unfortunately, the main man is suspended for this game.
Yeah, I mean, we had a good chance there. Liam Palmer looking good. So I think it is wing backs because Palmer getting up there. So it is looking like we're playing with the wing backs for today's game.
Oh, there's a good chance here.
There's Angus Shand. He's not asking us individually how we're doing, but he is asking how we're doing collectively.
Well done, Angus. You're learning. Aye, we're fine, mate. Aye.
Fine. We're all fine. See if I went in.
I know.
McBurney did well there.
Oh, it did.
Yes.
That was a terrible pass.
Good stop from Gordon just before that chance as well.
Thank you.
Well done, Gogsy boy. Good son.
I just want to bring a pair of razors to Hamsick's head.
That was very unlucky.
It's quite good the fact that Craig Gordon's probably the last member of the generation that I really loved the Euro 2008 campaign.
Yeah.
And he's still biting away at this cherry, and I think he's going to be in the 23-man squad.
He deserves it.
He does deserve it. I mean, because he's been there since 2004. I was reading, his debut was against Trinidad and Tobago at Easter Road.
Was that
game? 16 years ago.
That's
an absolute relic of Scottish football.
That's the Ronnie the Corey era.
As well,
G-man.
He's a
Come on, Scotland! No, he always used
brave of him in a sense to go down to Hearts because he could have easily sat out his career collecting the checks at Celtic, maybe third choice keeper, but going down to Hearts, obviously showing he's still obviously wanting to play because when in his final season when he was still in the Celtic team, he was poor. I seen him play and he wasn't looking great, but then now he's at Hearts. Obviously, I watched a bit of the semi-final and he looked ace, obviously, but. I'm happy for him getting
brilliant
back
shot stopper. Brilliant.
Yeah, but going further on that though, you say he's dropped down to go to Hearts. I don't think financially he'll be a hell of a lot worse off.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing they were saying about Celtic. I think Celtic brought Barkas in because Craig Gordon left. Yeah. Craig Gordon would have been the number one. Even though he is 37, he would have been the number one.
I don't know.
I think I think because he was replaced anyway, wasn't he, with Scott Bain to the end, or was it Brendan Rodgers last season or something?
It was Fraser Foster that came in.
Obviously, but
Fraser Foster, he has that affinity to the club, and he has that affinity to the Celtic fans. Of course, he's going to get started ahead of you.
I'd have Gordon over Scott Bain any day of the week.
But I think Scott Bain was getting played at one point ahead of him because
On you go, sorry.
I don't even know what I was going to say. You go.
Oh my God! What's
on that note? We're going to look at some of the comments. Stephen Ferguson says that Duda, Kuchka, McGinn, and Palmer he's got on to be booked at 80-1.
Decent.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's what we want to speak about club football, lads.
Fuck up, Ross Hotcar. That was only a blip.
What Logic Scotland saying is pretty spot on. We are very strong in the goalkeeper front at the moment.
Yes.
I mean, who are you going to take as the third one though? You've got David Marshall, obviously.
John
McLaughlin. Craig Gordon and John McLaughlin, or.
Yeah. But the boy McCrory's doing really well for Libby's.
Robbie McCrory, that's a shout.
Do you think McGregor will try and come out of retirement?
Fuck.
Oh, see if he does, and see if Scott Brown does it as well.
Get the fuck.
The thing is, though, are these
Get the
guys
fuck.
actually going to
Get
get
out.
selected?
Sorry, Ross. Sorry.
Are these guys actually going to get selected, though?
I don't
Like,
think they would.
I don't think Scott Brown would get in.
Neither.
Nah, our midfield is our strongest part. Like,
Yeah,
most in
Definitely.
depth.
We've got a ridiculous amount of depth in that centre midfield spot.
The only person that could.
McGregor might get in, though, right enough.
Still a fantastic keeper for his age.
Oh, aye, McGregor's brilliant.
The only person that can push anyone is Billy Gilmore. That's not in the squad.
I think he's gonna have to have a good campaign in the first team with Chelsea for a bit.
It's not just
before he boots
not just Gilmore, Nisbet as well.
Nisbet, I think will. I think Shankland, though, I don't think he'll have the campaign everyone was expecting him to have this season. But I think Nisbet will shine through, and I think we'll end up taking Nisbet ahead of him personally. But
Cheers, Jeff.
I would love to see Nisbet called up.
I would love it. I would love nothing more.
Everything he's obviously been through recently.
If Nisbet scores 20-25 goals in the Premier League this year, come the end of the season, it'd be hard to look past picking him.
Yeah, that's the
Absolutely.
thing. If you see Shankland maybe just about getting double figures, maybe getting a bit above that, and you've got Nisbet, as you said, like 20-25 goals, it's a no-brainer who you're picking. And I think Nisbet will give more, maybe as a team, because he can drop back as well and help out in that sense. So I'd personally prefer Nisbet to get picked over.
Because Shankland played, he scored a lot of goals for Dundee United in the Championship, but since they've come up, he's been very, very quiet. So
I think a part of that at the first was obviously maybe there was a bit of transfer speculation, but he should still be putting in the work, and I think he was injured a bit as well. But as you said, he's not been as sharp.
Unless he comes onto his game as the season progresses with Dundee United, but then he's in for a shout. But I mean, right now.
The other one we're not talking about as well is the boy Lewis Ferguson for Aberdeen.
Yeah.
I think he's going to give himself a good... I think he's going to put his foot in the door, personally, because he's had a great start already, and I think maybe not starting for Scotland, but I think he's definitely within a shout.
And then, of course, Ryan Fraser's not in the squad at the moment either.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We've got great depth. I mean, even the boy, maybe not just now, but Fraser Hornby for the under-23s is banging.
You're just reading that article, aren't you?
No, I seen something earlier because Aberdeen. I know not to talk about your clubs, but Aberdeen were linked to them, so I was reading into him. He's doing ace. Maybe not just. Maybe that's a bit too soon, but it's just because it's just a shout. I mean, if we're needing strikers, oh, is that a corner? Craig Gordon done well there.
The stream goes again. Oh,
it's so surreal seeing Considine playing a Scotland top.
I love it.
Who do you love playing for the
Yes,
Scotland team?
I can boogie. Sorry.
Who do you love, Coby, playing for the national team?
Craig Gordon, mate.
Fucking. Honest to God,
Stevie. I thought we scored or something. And you're just letting your celebration.
No, you see, to me, KT gets hit, and then they've gave a free kick to Slovakia.
Oh, well, it's just coming out. It's coming
He
out.
says, Gogsy, what about Campbell? Do you think he's ready? No.
No. Not after Ryan
DJ.
Jack and Callum McGregor's performance in that role.
Oh, Logic Scotland's mentioned a good point. Still got Fraser Forster. James Forrest to come back from injury as well.
Yeah, DJ, very quickly to answer your question, I'd probably be Ferguson as.
But no, James Forrest will be.
Yes, Joe Snow.
No, I don't think I've had as bad today. I think watch him looking out for big.
on you go.
I was asked a question about two Aberdeen players.
Get to fuck, Andrew. Get to fuck.
See, everyone's asking about Turnbull. Everyone's asking about Turnbull and Campbell, but you keep forgetting they play in the most competitive part of the pitch for Scotland.
It's almost as hard to get into as a left back, isn't there, for anybody? Our midfield is that good.
Oh, McBurney. I was unlucky that it was good defending. But no, as you said, I think a lot of these players we're mentioning would probably be in the team if it wasn't for the amount of players and great players we've got already in the team. I think like Alan Campbell would have had a great shout getting in, Lewis Ferguson as well. If it wasn't for John McGinn being in the team and other players being in the team, so it's a hard one because we just qualified for Euros with this team. I don't know. We should be fine with this team.
Too much.
If it ain't
Exactly.
broke, don't fix it.
Exactly.
Centre midfielders, you've got McLean, McGinn,
What?
Christie.
Armstrong to an extent. You've got Cal McGregor, Ryan Jack, McTominay.
Nobody could have taken that first time.
I want to just touch on something now that you've seen it, Dogs. What about the pass for Stuart Armstrong?
That was a brilliant reverse pass.
Oh, the way a pass was outstanding.
The fact
yeah.
that Armstrong's being kept out of the Scotland team just now as well kind of speaks volume because Armstrong's doing really well in the Premier League.
For a team that are flying.
Yeah,
Southampton. Him, Danny Ings before he got injured, and Che Adams. They're
What
doing.
the fuck has Danny Ings got to do with Scotland, Coby?
No, but the fact they're in the Che Adams as well. That just reminded me. Wasn't there someone with us getting him?
Fuck
You
him.
don't get him. You have to call him and say, "Do you want to come?" It's not like a transfer window.
I know, like call him up or something, get him. I saw someone on that.
We tried to, and he said no years ago because he wanted to play for England, so he can just stay there, mate, and do nothing.
Same way Matt Ritchie. Matt Ritchie can get so far to fuck, man.
Oh, he's a prick, man.
No, Matt Ritchie said.
Jamie, you don't have to back him up because he's a Newcastle player. Fuck him.
No, but he said a couple of years ago he'd just rather allocate his time into playing for Newcastle rather than Scotland.
Load of shit, mate.
Fuck him.
Remember what he said when he got his first call up as well? Oh, I've never been to Scotland in my life.
Aye, what the fuck was that of it?
Yeah, that was when he played for Bournemouth.
Way to warm yourself to the fans, mate. That's brilliant.
Never even stepped foot in the country, but here we go, boys. Clown.
Okay.
Only thing he did was score a goal against fucking Poland.
That was our piece, to be fair. That was our piece.
That game was
We were talking about that last night, Brad.
Yeah, that was in my top 10 favourite goals of all time that I've seen live.
Go on.
What was that comment I've seen there about Ryan Christie could play in the top 6 of the Premier League? I think he could like definitely slot into a team like I think he could slot into a Leicester.
Leicester, I can see him out.
Yeah.
But I mean, like you got to think of the other teams like in the top 6. I mean, Liverpool, who's going to take out? Like, who's Jurgen Klopp going to take out to put Ryan Christie in? Who's Pep Guardiola going to take out? Who's Mourinho going to take out? Who's Lampard going to take out?
Yeah, they could easily play Man U's midfield.
I think he was Arsenal one as well, to be honest with you.
I don't know if you see. What did you think of the Andy Halliday and Sly Ferry debate?
I've never seen it.
No, never mind then.
We're playing quite well, aren't we?
Yeah, I think we're dealing very well.
To be fair, this is a team of guys that have got a point to prove because they didn't play the other night.
They're going to be like, I want to be on that plane as well.
Yeah, there was only 3 guys that played the other night. It was McGinn, or that started the other night, McGinn, Tierney, and Christie. And 2 of them went off fairly early doors, probably in prep for this game. So
I think as well now, you'll see a lot of Scottish players upping their game massively from now up until the Euros. I think until the squad's obviously announced, I think players that aren't in the squad will definitely be pushing so hard to get in.
It's huge. It really is. This Euros, not in terms of just financially, but in terms of upping the level in the Premier League and stuff like that as well. And it might be a bit more of a premium on the players that we sell to other clubs.
Exactly. I think it'll notice a lot of players like your Scottish League players like Ryan Christie and all that. If he doesn't go up until now and then, which I don't think he will, he's gonna get more eyes on him than he would playing in the Betfred Cup or something. So,
I mean, I've seen a post that was saying like, fair play to Steve Clarke that he's actually like picking the players that are doing well for the clubs out with Old Firm as well. Like, you've got Consey and then you've got
Gordon,
Gallagher and O'Donnell. Because like previous managers would probably underlook the type of players, but Steve Clarke has managed a team that plays in that sort of like area.
Yeah,
like,
that's the thing. Steve
really?
Clarke's not biased because he hasn't managed Rangers or Celtic.
So like, he obviously knows how capable players are at around that level.
And it shows that that's what we've been doing wrong for so long.
Yeah.
Picking players off of who they play for rather than their ability on the ball.
You're
And
spot on.
He's the perfect fit for a country like Scotland because we are the kind of the Kilmarnock of the national scene. do you know what I mean? Where we need to make ourselves hard to beat, and it's just a great fit.
But
This is what we've been missing for a number of years now, though, is that we've tried to play great football. And I said this in the chat the other night. We've tried to play great football, and we've not got anything. And now we're just being a bit more boring, harder to beat. And look what we're getting. We're qualifying for Euros and stuff.
Here's a question though. Now you've seen Joe Patterson come up and say, I know what you think, Fraz, but can James Tavernier qualify?
Do you know what the thing is with that? Whether he can or he can't, do you think he still fancies himself as playing for England?
No, they're right back.
Is he ever getting in ahead of Trent? Ever?
Even no,
They're
they're
ahead
right
of
back
Trent
right
or
now.
Kyle Walker.
Or Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
I don't know
even
why.
though
I
they're
still
Lamptey.
think he fancies himself playing for England. You know that?
I don't.
Because the
think.
point is, when was the last? Who was the last player to get called up from the Scottish Premiership into the English setup? Was it Chris Sutton?
Chris Sutton, I think.
Made one cap.
And Alan Thompson.
Made one cap. Or Alan Thompson.
Him and Alan Thompson, I think that was it.
So
I don't know.
it sort of goes to show that they don't rate the Scottish League, so they're not going to go for James Tavernier.
Exactly. I don't
And
even
that's
think
why
Gareth
I
Southgate-
absolutely want to scalp them when we go down there because there's a fucking arrogance about them, man.
Ross
I hate
Walker,
it.
that Fraser Forster, but Fraser Forster was there as like the third choice keeper. I mean, you had Joe Hart in at that time. You know, Fraser Forster only really played the friendlies for England. He never played competitively.
Also, Fraser Forster
As a goalkeeper.
and at the same time, you have to be in the same nation accumulatively about 1,500 days in order to be eligible for that nation and playing for a club in that nation.
Do you think that's right?
I don't see why not. I mean, look what happened to Marlos in the Ukraine. I mean, he's Brazilian, but he got a Ukrainian membership or whatever it's called.
Didn't that happen with Diego Costa as well? He played for Brazil, then he went to Spain for.
That's what you can do it if you've not played a competitive game for that country.
Thiago as well done it, didn't he? For Liverpool, he's obviously his
I
brother.
don't know if that's right or not.
I agree with Ross here.
I know I'm the same. I'm a bit not too keen on that, but at the same
I
time,
don't mind it.
If you're developed in a nation that you're not born in, and you've developed as a player by the coaching of that nation, etc., then I think it's fair game.
Yeah, the whole I've got a Scottish gran is a bit iffy, but
Well, that's half our national team then.
I know McTominay, bloody.
That's a little bit different because you have a direct link to that country, but
Tominey's dad's Scottish as well. Sorry.
I think the only countries that should come out, because remember, Aidan McGeady fucked Scotland off to play for Ireland because his granddad's Irish, and same with that James McCarthy. I think the only countries that should come into play is your nation of birth, and your mum's nation, and your dad's nation. I think other than that, it gets far too complicated.
Yeah, I think as well. Look at the players are getting snatched. I mean, Ireland have had it so much recently, like said Declan Rice and all that, playing and then getting
Didn't
snatched
McGee
away
not
by
get a
England.
hard time at the Scotland Ireland game at Celtic Park a few years ago?
Quite fucking right.
Rightly so, cunt.
Quite fucking right.
Chelsea fan said Aaron Wan-Bissaka won't play for England, but he's got a hell of a lot better chance than bloody.
Rory
Tavernier.
777 with a wise comment saying you should only play for the country where you were born.
I mean, look at Akechi Anya, right? I was looking at him the other day, I mean, he was born in Scotland, but he's got there's an English
Nigerian.
root, and his dad's Nigerian and his mum's Romanian.
Anya used to be my favourite Scottish player, like
And-
Scotland player.
Oh, was that when you started supporting the national team?
No, I had him on the back
That
of
goal
my
against Germany.
world top.
Aye, I loved Wicket Tianya, man. Honestly.
Yeah, I thought he was class. I thought he was really
He had definitely had pace.
He did,
Mate,
I
man.
thought he
Born
got
in
stages,
Malaysia.
man.
That pink top a few
Great
years
point.
back.
That's a
Had
great
Anya on the
point.
back of that one.
Sean Maloney, born in Malaysia, but obviously Sean Maloney's parents are Scottish. Richard Goff was born in Sweden.
Free kick in a good
The
area
ball
of
just got
Scotland,
off
by
the
the way.
corner flag and just
Very-
still
very
stayed on the line.
Do you know what we should really do it on? We should do it on the accents.
Like,
Aye,
no,
so
who was
anyone
it?
from Aberdeen can get to fuck, yeah?
Someone said.
You can't understand what you're saying.
Yes, sir.
If they don't sound Scottish, then they're not allowed to play for Scotland.
Someone said the other day, Ross, it might have been you when you listen to Lyndon Dykes, you hear him say like "I" and stuff.
Dykes does sound Scottish though. Like apart from a few phrases, Dykes was born in Australia, but he is like spent most of his life in Scotland.
Mm-hmm.
He's very, very close to becoming my favourite Scotland striker ever. Honestly, he's only played a couple of games.
He's been class.
Just
Oh, poor free kick. That.
outstanding. See,
How's he actually getting on it? Where is he at now? Is it QPR?
QPR.
He scored. He scored
He's
the
doing
other
alright.
other games, didn't he?
Doing okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, he's
QPR
doing
are no shit either. That's the other thing. QPR are a good side.
QPR, like when you think about it, are quite a big side.
They are a big side. I've been to their games. They're a big team. Warburton.
Love this road.
Mark Warburton, there you go. Mark Warburton, like that's another thing. Great.
Well, the
manager.
Ezzy that plays for Crystal Palace, the one that scored last weekend, he played for QPR last season.
Yeah, they've got a good youth setup as
Oh
well.
yeah, I bet he is. He's just filth.
He's
manager.
ridiculous. He's
Everett, yes, it
very
is.
good.
Who are you saying?
He got like 20 odd assists last season, didn't he? Something like that. No, not 20. That's maybe pushing it a bit.
He's really good. That guy, like.
You've
I was,
taken that.
I was doing research for my fantasy team.
Stephen Ferguson, South Africa. Richard Goff. No, Richard Goff was actually born in Sweden.
Look, I don't mind other players playing for Scotland because ultimately it makes Scotland better. I mean, that's why we.
I know, but it just makes it a bit more confusing, doesn't it? Like, it's my grand's brother's dog plays for
Paper Boys Scottish.
Sweden, so I'm eligible to play for them. It's just
Coby, I'm not backing that. Like, if you deliver a paper to a Polish family that just moved over from Warsaw, and then you go, oh, the child's eligible to play for Scotland because the paper boy's Scottish.
But I mean, it is very confusing because then are they Scottish? It's a hard one.
If you could take any Scotland player from the past and put them in the national team, who would it be?
Kenny Dalglish.
Yeah, that's no brainer.
Ali McCoy.
Kenny Dalglish.
Jim
James
Baxter.
McFadden.
Jim Baxter. Slim
I
Jim.
think I'm the only one with the right answer here. David Cooper.
Actually,
There is no right or wrong answers.
Willie Miller.
It's Mandarin. It's Mandarin with
Willie
the Rangers
Miller.
badge. I'd take to having a heartbeat. Of course you would. Fucking fun.
Big Wally.
I mean, Scotland, like when you think about it, Scotland have been blessed with so many great players down the years. Like even further back than like our generations, like your dad's generation, your granddads, and
Archie Gemmill and all these.
Alan Gilzean was a baller for the national team. I have you know.
It's a travesty how we never won a World Cup in the 70s, man.
We were undefeated in our group and never even got out. Is that the 74 or the 78? We won one and drew two.
We hammered Holland. We hammered Holland, who were like.
How's that a yellow card?
No, we beat Holland 3-2. It was when Archie Gemmill scored that goal. He just took it round the defender.
It's a yellow card because he intentionally backed into him, Gogs.
Exactly, Gogsy. Sit down, son. Sit down.
My blue specs need to come off.
Oh man.
Come on now.
Oh,
So Nathan, you look at some of these players and you watched them about 5-6 years ago, and you would never have thought some of them would have even made it as far as they have. Take Gallagher, for example. We'd never have thought when he was at Dundee that he would have made it for Scotland. Armstrong's another one. I would never have thought he would have, like...
At
Oh,
United,
no.
no. At United, no.
Nah.
Get out of here. What a goal, though.
Oh, thanks for spoiling it, you dick.
Cheers.
That's why I'm staying quiet, Coby.
I just
Can we just mute that, you fuck?
Wait, should I stay quiet from now on or what?
I
just
just
stay
be
quiet.
ahead of
Get
them.
yourself out of the
Let's
chat.
try for the next 2
Alright.
hours.
Alright,
Just gotta be
apologies,
ahead of
boys.
them.
Apologies.
Aye, fuck up, Coby, I can.
So I assume that's 1-0 then.
Yeah.
What a goal, to be fair.
Why are we standing off our man?
Yeah.
I want to go. Thanks for spoiling it, Coby. You know, the emotion is now very raw now. Fucking cock.
Wembley!
Hell, the ref just got in the middle of that.
Greg's Bakery has just opened the scoring for Slovakia in case anybody's wondering.
And Grey Goose, man. Matthew would be proud. Remember, they thought he had a bottle of Grey Goose, and it wasn't. It was like fucking.
Oh, he was like, I've got a bottle of Grey Goose. And he was like, it's a whiskey, Grey Goose. I was like, famous grouse.
Oh, yeah, that was a good finish. Yeah.
I am supporting what's in this Mandarin.
We knew that.
Grey Goose goal.
Aye, Joseph, keep up, sorry. Keep up.
Listen, we've not played that badly, and it's a good strike for the boy. All right, we could maybe have got more bodies in front of the ball.
Nobody's marking him.
But
Here, I just... is that Rodak, the Fulham keeper, in goal? No
Yes.
bother.
come on, Scotland. Come on.
Come on.
Shut up, boys.
Slovakia are only playing for safety at the moment. We've got to freaking get into them.
So,
It's kind of like mad that you're like, aye, this club's at the relegation zone.
I know.
I think as well, when we played Slovakia maybe at the start, it would have been more like, oh no, should we win? Could we win? Now we're really confident for it.
We could be beating this mob.
Exactly.
Well, that's a good one there. Hey, Ross Lockhart, tell us a joke or a fun fact about yourself, Ramage.
Fuck's sake. I don't know why I always get picked on every time I'm on these streams.
Because you sit quietly like 5 minutes.
I know.
he's enjoying the game. Let the boy enjoy the game.
Boys immersed.
He's bedazzled by Liam Palmer on the right.
On a bit of a tangent here, we'll take the focus off Ramage for a bit. On a bit of a tangent here, it's a nice stadium.
Just to be very clear to Ross Lockhart's point, I'm actually being more talkative than I normally am on these streams today,
Yeah.
so give me credit where it's due.
I'm not seeing this much
Thanks for
attention.
stating obvious there, Angus.
I was going to say,
Thank you for stating obvious.
welcome to Stating the Obvious.
We've not seen this much attention on Ramage since he lost his wallet at Starks Park.
You're the shocking Betfred Cup
You
campaign.
know.
Yeah, and
What?
then I got a parking fine at the game after that, whoever it was against, Peterhead.
Peterhead and then lost your dignity in Cove.
No, I didn't go to the Cove game.
It's an absolute travesty how we're behind here. Do you know that? I actually think we've been the better team.
Yeah, we're still in the game. The other night, the guys were all fucking deep.
Thank you, Ross.
Serbia made it one each, but you know we're still in the game. It's only 1-0, and you have to score a win anyway.
Sure, Ramage, you're talking too much.
Oh,
Can Mr. James Ramage please come to the security desk?
Mr. James Ramage, please report to the nearest jail. It was when like me and Lewis were at like the far away bit, and then like we seen Jamie just walking down the stairs with him. Like I thought,
Well, the thing was, I kind of knew who Jamie was at the time. was thinking to myself, I recognise that name, and then I just saw Jamie running down the stairs.
The worst part of that is there were still I knew people in the Rafe Rovers end as well. They were taking the piss right out of me after. Oh, that was
To be fair, at least you got your wallet back.
Yeah, I'm glad I got it back. Obviously, but
Well, obviously.
The 1-1 prediction's still on here.
Very much so.
I
Get
think
Bonnet
given,
so far to Dingwall, man. Okay.
I think given the fact we had a big celebration the other night, I'd take it, and we've made loads of changes, I'd take a point here.
Yeah, happy to take a point.
See if we get.
Why do you think we
draws,
predicted
if
points?
we get 2 draws, is that enough to get us through?
Yes, because we've got a better head-to-head record against the Czechs.
Right. Okay. Well, that's what we should aim for.
Yeah.
Aye, fuck it, we're hungover. Let's just play for draws. Who's the other game against? Oh, it's Czech Republic. Yeah.
It's quite a nice pop that as well from
Israel.
Slovakia.
We fucking love Israel. by the
real
way.
away, is it?
Name a better love
Don't say
story.
that when there's Palestine supporters on the.
Oh jeez.
Sorry, we're not going to get into politics.
Is it Tel Aviv or Haifa that we're playing that game in?
Tel Aviv.
Interesting.
Oh,
This has definitely been a quick first half, by the way.
It has.
Here's a question.
It has.
well,
Yeah.
Oh, Stevie's got it.
Here's a
It's
question.
actually
lad,
been a
right?
not bad game if you think about it.
Okay, Jamie, you don't need to like settle down.
we all loved the team for the qualifiers for 2008. How far did this team need to go to overtake them in terms of their favourite ever Scotland team?
no far because this one actually qualified.
I know, but you look at that side, they got to 14th in the world rankings. Man.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I mean, like that Euro 2008 team did beat a lot of like. I mean, beating Ukraine, beating France home and away. I mean,
If we get a result against England, I reckon it's nailed on personally. But I think if we just do everyone proud in the groups, then that's enough.
do you? Aye.
Could you imagine the scenes if we win in London?
Oh,
Mate, even a draw.
I think I'll get a banning order from London, mate.
Imagine
honest,
England.
I was
Imagine
looking at
England
the
if you off
group
the
the
way,
other
right?
day when we qualified, and
Stevie
like,
would chuck
looking at-
on the pitch.
looking at the teams in our group, like Croatia, we've actually got a decent record against them, and we've got a decent record against the Czechs as well. So I was kind of looking at that, thinking we could actually do quite well in that group. That
See if we
was-
get 7 points from 9, a possible
Yeah.
9. Fucking have that.
Aye, but this is classic though, where we build our hopes up.
Aye, it's the hope that kills you, Ross. I know where you're going.
We just get annihilated.
But
Guys,
the thing is, guys, we only need to be one of the 4th best third place teams to go through.
That's true as well. We've also
Yeah.
got that safety in it.
But even then, like England will be group favourites, like to win the group. But
Really?
even
No,
then, I
I'd
could see
say
them slipping up
Croatia
in
would
a
be.
few of them.
Nah,
games.
England. Jamie's right. England are the favourites,
Fuck up, Coby.
but Croatia are fucking quality as well.
I'm just thinking, right? Imagine
People
Croatia.
say that we're going to go and beat Croatia. I think that's a wee bit unrealistic.
If Croatia beat
Point
England
against
again,
Croatia and a win against Czech Republic is what we should be aiming for.
Yeah.
If you got like 5 points,
But could you imagine, like, Croatia beat England and then we go down to Wembley and beat England and put them out of the Euros on the home patch?
oh,
Wasn't
So
the last
what-
time we played Croatia? We beat them 2-0 at Hampden.
What's the? Sorry, I don't follow a lot of this. What's the order in that we're playing? So who do we play first and who do we play last?
Czech Republic at Hampden.
Right.
It's England at Wembley on the 18th. So we play the 14th, the 18th, and the 22nd, I think it is.
Right.
So it's
Yeah,
Czech Republic,
England's the second game.
England, and then Croatia.
See,
Try
that,
them at Hampden, one of them at Wembley.
that might be a good thing that there's still some like we could like if we played the first 2 games and then we played England, we might have not had anything to play for. So the fact that we've got England with still something to play for as well, that might be a
aye,
bit
I know what you mean. Like the middle game.
So
rather than
England
the
will be
last game.
playing Croatia first. To be honest, right, you could actually think about it this way: the pressure might be on England in some respect, because they've got a difficult opening game, and then like the pressure will be on them to beat us. You know, it's a fierce rivalry at a major competition.
As
Hey, that's my voice.
as Mandarin, I bet you Ramage's neighbours hate him because he talks so much.
I can imagine like Ramage celebrating the game the other night like Andy Murray did. You know?
Yes, get it.
Get him.
Here, you can't even win on this stream because I get told I talk too much. And
You
then
do.
these are all
You
taking the
talk
mick out
a
Jamie for not.
fucking donkey, you can't.
Nah.
You talking?
Like, Jamie doesn't. It's more quality over quantity with Jamie. I feel like Jamie comes out with quality pieces of input.
Whereas Coby just chat shite. I bet like when like your mum like went shopping like in Primark or whatever, she goes, right, I'm just
Primark.
gonna leave you here. You know, you can just sit here. I bet you go and talk to the mannequins, you fanny.
Can we change Kobe's name in the chat to chat shit get banged?
We just call him chat shit.
Chat shit get banned.
I don't think I've got a nickname.
Yes, you do. It's formal.
I noticed mine the other day. Still White Cafu. I'd completely forgotten you changed mine to that.
Yeah,
May
well,
I ask? There's a few dodgy ones that I don't understand, like sticky chairs
Well,
and stuff.
Oh, sorry, I couldn't keep that in there, boys.
Oh,
Sorry.
that's fine, Stevie.
fucking hell, it's like you've seen a ghost or something. It's like watching like a horror film or something.
I'll see it in 2 minutes.
Sticky wheels. That was one.
I'm
I
just
saw.
gonna call you FOMO, like, because like
Why?
Yeah, every time I see sticky wheels, I keep forgetting it's not Stevie.
the Sticky Wheels is Stevie.
Oh, what's
Sticky chair.
What's
Sticky
Mark?
chair.
Sticky Chair's Mark, and then Sticky
Right,
Fingers
okay,
is Bogsy.
sticky- yeah, I keep thinking sticky chairs. Steve.
May I ask why people are named Sticky Fingers?
You may fucking not.
Oh.
I'll tell you when you're 18.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Bit of a mad one there, like.
I shall tell you when you're 18 and older.
What minute are you in, Stevie, by any chance?
I'm in 43-21.
Oh, fucking hell, I just seen that chance.
42,
Shout yourself out.
55.
I'm in 42-10. I think I'm miles behind everybody.
They're just showing the replay for that crossover.
Missed.
Oh, I'm 42 now, so
It was,
I know this is a bit controversial. I think McBurney's actually played quite well this time.
I'm at
Yeah,
42.
he's
42.
created a lot of good chances.
I think he's had a lot of stick in the chat. I think he's actually played quite well for that.
He's a credit to his parents, his grandparents, his brother, his sister, his auntie, and his uncle.
George Cairn
Joe
says,
Patterson, we're
lads, you
going to
won't
pump you
you're
66.
not strong enough to break us down. We have too much attacking power up top. You say that, but you didn't beat us the last time you played us.
Fuck up, Josh.
And let's think about it. You've got a fridge in your back line as well.
You've got a good dribbler, to be fair, up front.
Aye, Harry Kane.
Depends how they line up.
England, their defence is woeful, I think.
See, to be fair though, Dominic Calvert-Lewin is very much doing bits for the national team.
Right. No, I'm no doubting England's attacking prowess, but I think the defence is there to be taken.
And their manager. I don't rate Gareth Southgate.
I wouldn't
Lyndon-
challenge Gareth Southgate to a fight if I were you, Coby. Nah,
Lyndon Dykes is going to absolutely bully Harry Maguire, let's be honest.
Said
Gone.
fucking massive. Harry Maguire. Imagine singing that from the top tier at Wembley.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Do you know what I think about like Lyndon Dykes, right? He's going to be one of these players that's just going to keep progressing. Like it's just not going to end. Do you know what I mean? It's like he's just going to keep building himself up.
Yes.
Yeah, he'll be
He's
like
only
one of
getting
the-
started.
Right, the thing is, the guy's an absolute unit as well, which helps them big time.
I was saying to Gogsy last night, you know how we had like Stephen Fletcher, like who never always scored a lot of goals, but he'd always be that guy that we used to bring the ball down.
Yeah.
Dykes is very good at that.
That's another one I feel's a bit hard done by that isn't in the Scotland squad. I think he's a good player.
I still think he's a good player. Just very unfortunate that age is not on his side. The fact
Yeah.
that he's getting old.
He's still-
Everybody is getting old now. But
Level though,
he is old.
As I'm saying, I
And
think we're trying to build a younger team in some sense.
And
With
can I
that
say-
experience
Who's
sprinkled
he
through it.
at now? Fletcher.
Stoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's not exactly playing at a bad level, is he?
Championship.
He's one of the players of the past generation that I just think I would take just for he deserves to just come.
Come
Come
on.
on.
That's the thing. See, when you say like
That was a
past
terrible
generation, like
free
who do you actually say like the past generation is? Because
But
like
Alex,
you get the stack. You get like you have to probably like divide into managerial eras.
Big Alan Hutton.
I think you have in a game like.
From the Lavinia era then.
so what you're saying is the first Alex McGee era then?
No, I'd call that the Euro 2008 era. To be fair,
Yeah.
because that was
Fletcher
just
was
Strachan was an era.
Fletcher was
itself.
more the Levine era.
well, no, he turned his back on Levine, so I'd say it's more.
After the Republic, that's right. Aye. But aye, you're right.
But I tell you though, here's a fun fact. Did you know that Alan Hutton has posters of Gary Irvine on his wall?
I didn't know that.
Fucking factoid.
Hashtag brag fact.
Frazqwandro fact.
Just touching on the striker debate, I seen somebody in the comments saying that they would take Kevin Nisbet over Ollie McBurney. The problem with that is they're two completely different strikers.
Aye, Kevin Nisbet's like 5 foot fuck all, and then Ollie McBurney is more of a 6 foot.
That's what I'm saying. I'd bring him over Shankland. Not any other
McBurney's
striker.
at that horrible height where he's not tall enough to be a big unit up top and he's not small enough to be a rapid wee guy.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
He's just kind of like
say?
that guy. Guy.
Yeah.
Undesirable.
I think he's about the same height as me. I think he's about 5'11" or something like that, and he's at that awkward height. I find that problem as well. Like I don't know if I'm like a sort of quick striker or if I'm just a presence up top. I'm like neither. It's that awkward height.
You're not a defender though.
I've been playing up front this season.
Oh, spicy, ricey like.
Yeah, no, I'm versatility.
You're the Chris Sutton then, can play.
That's it. Yeah. But no, yeah, I played defence last season, but I think that was more kind of thing.
We're mentioning all these strikers without even really mentioning Lee Griffiths. We've not talked about him.
Yeah, I think
had a good performance on the other day there. You know, took a penalty. That was all he done. Controlled the tunes in the dressing room very well. Right, so got a bit of housekeeping to do, lads. So later on, we'll be covering Hibs against Dundee. We'll be on. Oh, for fuck's sake! We'll be on live from 4:15 for the 4:30 kickoff, as we've been asked that in the comments. Now, if you do want to talk to us about the show, etc., our Twitter is @PassTheMicLive. As is the Instagram. Point to there. Yeah. So it's. You're the man in the corner. Ross is the man in the corner. So everyone go follow the socials and it'll be very much appreciated. So what are our thoughts on the first half, lads?
I think Scotland 1-0 down.
Aye, we're unfortunate to be 1-0 down. I think we've been all over them like the clap, and we've just been unfortunate not to score.
If you think about it, what chance did Slovakia had in that first half, other than their goal, and even that was a half chance?
Gogs, I can't believe you just.
So they had a long shot, like in the early stages, which Craig Gordon saved quite well, but that was it.
But that again, that points to how well organised this team is. The fact that the only chances are coming for distance.
I think we've controlled the game.
Yes, we'll be streaming the draw as well, or reaction to the draw as well.
Was the draw today fantastic? I've got something to look forward to.
Yes.
Motherwell are in it as well.
What are you guys watching? You all watching Dundee Hibs game as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're covering that as well, and then the draw after it.
Sorry.
Buzzing for it.
Guys, I'm in a bite to eat. I'll be back in a second.
We'll go into this later, but I'm led to believe Dundee are through anyway.
Yes, we're just playing to be seeded. Yeah.
So,
United are the United cannot.
Remember the year we didn't go through, Fraz?
Oh, that was a shit group. East 5, Peterhead, Dumbarton, and Forfar. We had the best goal difference away from home, like fucking pounding Forfar 7-0, fucking Dumbarton 5-2, and couldn't even get it.
I went to the East Fife game. That was the one that went to penalties, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Kane Hemming scored his last goal.
Yeah.
I was at the East Fife game as well.
And then
Oh my
the
God.
Peterhead game, that was
So
Greg
pissed off.
Stewart's last game. And when McGowan was fighting with the fans at the
Oh my God.
Boys, I'll be honest with you.
Fucking pish goes on. And he goes, I know.
Boys, I'll be honest with you. I might have to mute my mic. I just booted the hamster.
Remember that season as well? We got knocked out the Scottish Cup by the worst.
No,
ever
never.
St Mirren
Oh,
team.
RSPCA.
No, it wasn't. I didn't boot it. It was in like a little ball. So
That,
I
that,
rolled it.
that
Oh,
season,
yeah.
that
Just
season
like to
was
report an assault on an animal.
No,
I
I've
don't
rolled
know
it
the
in my
exact
foot.
location, but the wee kid's called
didn't
Coby
boot it.
Henderson.
Boot is the wrong choice of words.
Yeah, his mum's name's Gillian, and his dad's name's Mark. That's all I know as well. Bridge of Dawn Academy. Yep, very good. 15 years old. Thank you.
We'll talk about it.
Sorry, I just gave away all the private information regarding Coby.
What
Well
you so
done.
how do you find Dan Fletcher and McFadden on the punditry?
I never. Oh,
Oh,
that was 2 pence worth.
They're not good. See, I was talking to my dad about it.
I love the way Dan Fletcher speaks in terms of like football and stuff. You can tell he's been there and done it.
That's what my dad was saying. Like, the fact is that Darren Fletcher could definitely be a pundit, like for like Sky. You know,
Yeah.
he talks a very good game. You know, he's like, obviously you can still hear that Scottish accent, but you know, obviously like the way that he speaks comes across very well. But there's McFadden's, you can. Coby, for fuck's sake, go take your mic away for your straw, you cunt.
sorry.
Innocent smoothie.
Yes, Joseph, we're streaming the whole game, as we do every game.
No, we're just streaming halftime and fucking off. Caesar.
Hello, Stevie.
Sorry, boys.
And I'm just going to the toilet whilst we're at halftime.
But I what we were talking about, well, I accidentally disconnected.
We're talking about Coby being a potential animal killer.
Well, that's just known
No,
fact.
that never happened.
You assaulted your
So-
hamster and the
No, I
feds are
never.
coming to your door.
It was a ball, and I rolled the ball with my foot.
Andrew Rooney, factoid. Most serial killers start by killing animals. Factoid.
Done it around the world with it.
What?
I'm joking. I just rolled it with my.
Oh, yes. He's on your way. He's just said
But
that
if
he's
you
done
keep
it around
it
the
up-
world. Do you know what that is? Aye, that's when you put the ball in your foot and you do around the world, funnily enough. Aye, he's just being a mad cunt, right? Ken. Aye, so to reiterate, Coby Henderson, 15 years old, Bridge of Dawn Academy. Yes, Aberdeen. Thank you. Good. That's you getting told by the feds to stop being a white cunt.
Anyway.
Now it's banging on my door.
That's it. That's
Whoever's
just,
just
It's just
Whoever's-
wanting revenge.
No,
Whoever's
it's
just added me on Snapchat by the username of Matt Cleckhorn, stop trying to phone me. I'm currently on stream.
that's Ramage away to go and scrap with his neighbours now for making too much noise.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't usually make this much noise.
Get in.
That's what I was going to say. They're
Ramage
just standing outside Ramage's room, making noise, and he's just like, "Get in, get in."
You must have a fucking field day at a library, by the way.
We love Ramage, really.
We love you too, man. Wait too. We love you too.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I was still steaming. Really?
When I
Joseph Croyle was at the Phoenix.
talked, he was drinking whiskey from the bottle. That never
Is that not a Calvin Harris song, look?
Gogsy, what were you drinking?
Whiskey.
What? I thought you were still on the strawberry
Oh, no,
lime
no.
stuff.
I see that the band, the duo that sung that song, Yes Sir, I Can
Yeah.
Be Here, want to collab.
Yeah, that'd be
They were-
class.
Considine would dress up as a.
It's gonna happen. It's bound to happen
Yeah.
now.
Yes, sir.
I only
think it's
want it to happen if Andy Considine's going to dress up again.
Same. So that's what though
Yeah.
it'll happen. He'll do. I guarantee he'll do.
Or if the whole team get the same outfit, could you imagine that?
Constant. He's got the exact same outfit as he had for the last time.
Could you imagine though, that they do all this and then Considine doesn't even make the squad?
He better make squad.
I think
For God's sake.
it'll help his case for making the squad.
I think
Yes,
it would.
Kevin Cash, we will be doing a stream for the cup draw after Dundee against Hibs at 4:30. Be there or be square. It's Mandarin says, Gog says, I'm not a Dark Foots merchant. I only go to that if there's no Copperberg.
Jamie, were your neighbours getting wide?
What's that?
Were your neighbours getting wide?
Jack Marshall. The cup draw is after the Hibs v Dundee game, probably about 6:30. Rice Stars 1888 says, I think when Griffiths, he definitely butchered the spelling. Is a great impact player, but why didn't they sub him on the other night? Mate, I wouldn't even complain about the other night. The fact that we got through is enough to just. Go.
I'll tell them why though. I'll tell them why they done it. See their style of play. We need that physical presence up front. What I will say though, we brought on 2 forwards. I do think that Lee Griffiths should have been one of them. But like you said, Dogsy were through. Who gives a fuck?
Correct. Joseph Coyle is bragging about what he was drinking.
No, I see that photo of that, Joseph. You were fucking going bagger, go home, eh?
Black label it.
I can just imagine Joseph Coyle just sipping his dram like you know the Leonardo DiCaprio meme.
Again, it's a blend, so it's not exactly like it's brilliant. But
No.
Alright, fuck up Joseph Coyle with whiskey days and shite!
Goxie had a single malt that he was drinking out the bottle, so.
I was looking at the bottle. I was worse for wear on Friday morning.
See Major's comment, by the way.
I was on Instagram and I kind of sort of came across, Goxie's doing a live stream, and Coby was on it. So I watched it for a bit, and then I was like, it's like Goxie invites you to the live stream. I was like, for God's sake.
Yeah, I was
just inviting anyone who I knew from the show that was actually going to be awake at that time.
I was in my bed.
You got the show.
My mum, I was meant to be asleep, and I was invited. Like, oh God, I was just sitting in my boxes, invited to this thing. Or direct.
Can you hear what you're saying, by the way?
Your mic's gone, man. Would you make any changes second half?
See how it is for the first 10, and then
I think if I could imagine if McBurney doesn't score within the first 20 minutes, I would imagine he'll get replaced by either Burke or Shanklin, maybe.
What about Griffiths?
Griffiths, yeah, I forgot about him. Yeah, it'd probably be Griffiths, actually. I don't think Shanklin will come on then.
Nah.
Fuck Lauren Shanklin.
What's happened there?
Hello. Is it better?
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Thoughts on Glengoyne whiskey?
Never had it, Joseph, but I'm led to believe it's a good dram.
Stevie,
I've heard it's a decent buy.
Yeah,
you're fucking 15.
15-year-old.
It's no, I'm led to believe it's a fairly good dram. So, but I've never had it. You've got to remember, like, there's 160 distilleries in Scotland, so like, there's a lot to taste.
You used to forget I'm part of the bod squad.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
We do things differently up here.
Bet you're done.
Joseph, what's your go-to? What's your go-to? Like, that's not Black Label, obviously.
The B-Tech pish.
Elsewhere in the UEFA Nations League, it is 1-0 to North Macedonia against Estonia.
Did you see that interview of the San Marino boy?
He was crying.
He was crying because San Marino had avoided defeat in 2 games for the first time in their history.
2 consecutive games.
They drew 2 games and therefore avoided defeat in the first time in their history for 2 games.
I actually felt it. I was quite emotional.
Do you know something? That's the other thing about this Nations League. It's the fact that these teams are playing teams around them and actually picking up results.
Because, I mean, Liechtenstein have started picking up... The Faroe Islands, have started picking up victories.
The Faroe Islands have been on a sort of steady carve up for the last 5-6 years. I mean, they're top of their group right now with 11 points. Unbeaten with 1 game to go, and they're 3 points ahead of Malta.
Ever since you started managing in the Faroe Islands League, they've picked it up.
Commonly known as the Faroese League.
The Faroese League.
I've never ventured out there. Don't even know if that's an FM touch.
Mate, Aberdeen literally played against a team from the Faroe Islands this season.
Coby, the touch is coming out on the 1st of December, by the way, I meant to tell you.
The touch is dog shit.
It is a bit shit, but I prefer the full game. But I know you asked when the touch was coming out, so.
I want to get the game when I just need to
Your mic's fucked.
Your mic is absolutely stinking.
I don't think it's his mic, to be fair. I think it's his Wi-Fi.
Just remove him from the show.
It's the Bet3 Dialed In Premier League. That's the name of the Faroese league, because they've got a betting company to back them.
Oh, Ross, I started managing Wigan last night. It's an absolute shambles.
What's that?
After every game, you get a player coming to you saying, "I'm worried about the financial situation," and then you try and calm them down, and then a minute later, 17 of them come in and go, "We're also worried about the financial situation, and I agree with X player."
Hello.
Has Wigan still got that boy Keetrey that was at Motherwell?
No.
No.
Back, here we go.
There's a lot of players at Wigan that are listed, and you can also under the new FM you can list reasons why you've transfer listing them, and they're all listed because there's due to financial constraints at the club and they need the fucking money.
Fair enough.
You should start a save with Sheffield Wednesday because they started the season on, was it -12 or something? In the Championship.
-6. That was a bit. I had a brief look at them. That was a lost cause. So I'm currently at Brecon right now.
Reisler's 1888 says, thoughts on swapping streaming platforms, or are you all happy where you are? I'm delighted where we are because all our following is on YouTube. So there's no point in us moving over to Spotify or anything like that.
And besides it,
what are you saying, by the way? It sounds like you're underwater. Your Wi-Fi's fucked.
Do you want to send it by smoke signals, Coby? Fuck's sake, man.
Go just disconnect your Wi-Fi.
And it's done.
And it's died. Sorry.
Hey guys, Gogsy here.
I'm Gogsy99. Bet you wish you were.
I've not said that in a while, Gogsy. Is that coming back?
I only usually say it when I'm doing studio content.
You've got to say it after this. No.
Wait, no one say that you can hear them right.
hello.
Put your Wi-Fi in. Your Wi-Fi out. Shake it all about.
Hello.
Hello, Coby.
Can you hear me?
Nope.
Yeah, unfortunately so.
Unfortunately.
What were you saying before you got cut off?
I was saying about someone said swapping streaming service. I said there's no point because it's not Pass the Mic's a massive name in terms of
I'm a friend.
No,
Let me get out.
No.
What do you mean? That's fucking huge, mate.
Bye. That wasn't his Wi-Fi, by the way.
Bye, Felicia.
I need to finish. Look at the people that are swapping. Jack, mate, who's got millions.
Okay.
We're massive. Yeah, we're in the clouds.
You retracting your statement now? So
No, we're in the clouds, but we're not in that clouds.
Gogsy, how many have we got in the stream at the moment?
Right now, we've got 93, and we've been averaging about 80 people throughout the whole.
There was more than 100 at one point.
There was.
Yeah.
It's mad.
That's why it's an average, Coby.
Fucking
That's what I'm
spaz.
saying, we're massive. We're massive.
Send it by Morse code in the form of sheep noises.
Bah.
You're more what, Kobe? What's your favorite Capri Sun? I do like the orange one. You gotta stay.
You're a basic bitch.
I'm more of a fruit shoot kind of lad. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like
Basic
the
bitch.
black currant fruit shoot. I like that one. That's what I had that last night, celebrating in a social
Apparently,
distance manner.
Scotland might be going back into lockdown. Well, that's just what we want to hear in a football stream.
Lovely stuff.
Thank you for bringing the politics.
Thank you for that, but we're all trying to look forward to the fucking Euros. You're bringing us depressing news like that.
Hello, Wagner.
Shout out to Wagner.
What a lockdown is mental. It doesn't. I don't. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Please subscribe, Wagner, and send us some more subscribers from Brazil. That'd be fantastic.
On Wagner.
Make an appearance at Dens again, Wagner.
And the United going down.
Wagner's got more clubs than Tiger Woods, let's be honest.
As Mandarin says, well, Kobe, pass the mic is the biggest football show in Scotland.
That's what I'm saying. We're in the clouds in terms of that. Okay, we own it.
No thanks to you, by the way.
Someone said that
Be
my
kind
tea
of
story was the highlight of the passing mic history.
Probably a 15-year-old.
That'll go down in the Hall of Fame. He's actually from Cyprus, so.
Okay, Dad.
How much did you fucking pay Tetley for that mention?
To all on the stream, make sure you follow all the social medias and keep watching the stream. It's much appreciated. We're trying to push it into the next stratosphere.
AKA Loudmouth.
Wrong way, Kobe.
Yeah,
That way.
I know. I keep forgetting it's mirrored, for God's sake.
Right,
And then I don't want to.
Oh no! Can I just point out a massive fucking flaw? Reister, they don't speak Brazilian in Brazil. They speak Portuguese. So get your facts right, son. We'll learn Brazilian if you get your mates to sub. No. We will learn Portuguese, Wagner. We will not learn Brazilian.
Yo puedo bailar. You know what that is in Spanish?
It's the biggest show called Pass the Mic and hosted by Gogsy. Yeah.
Thanks for staying obvious.
Yeah. Don't you forget it.
Right, so I know you're one for the Spanish language. Yo puedo bailar.
Jungle juice over there.
Yo puedo bailar.
I speak Brazilian though, so haha, jokes on you.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
You also speak gibberish.
tongue straight,
yeah.
Reister. Can't.
Mic drop. Jeez.
Steve Clark, he doesn't give much away, does he?
No, it doesn't.
He's such an emotionless git.
No, I seen him smile.
Your Wi-Fi's
I'll
fucked.
clip him and
Your Wi-Fi's fucked.
bloody thingy inside of
He's, but I like that about him though, that he doesn't give too much away. You could tell he was getting emotional the other night, that he was so proud that he'd done stuff for us.
Very proud.
Very proud of Cristiano and the players, you know. Sorry.
What a great setup here.
Shut up, you. I know what I'm doing.
It was like a mix between Alex Ferguson and Jonathan Ross.
You ever realise that Jonathan Ross speaks like Roy Hodgson? He always like, oh, I'm Jonathan Ross.
That's a really good Roy Hodgson impression.
He's a Roy Hodgson. He's a white boy. He's a Wilhelm Sterling.
You know the
Oh, come on!
I tell you, Roy Hodgson's the most underrated manager in that English Premier League.
Yeah,
he's like such an underappreciated.
You know,
he's brilliant. Honestly, Roy Hodgson is a brilliant manager.
I'm calling it now. Palace will get impatient, sack him, and then get relegated.
Somebody just said Ramage is overflowed with emotion.
I know.
Are you related to Steve Clark, Ramage?
No, I'm not.
Kobe, stop highlighting comments that are about you. This is a family show. No one gives a fuck about you.
Bye, Wagner. Thanks for stopping by.
Fuck about you.
Kobe
Kobe's
gets
Wi-Fi
picked
is
on for
underwater.
talking too much. I get picked on for not talking at all. I mean, is there like an in between?
No, there's no. Unfortunately.
You should have just came in heavy and started just chatting absolutely shite. That's what Kobe does.
Yeah, Jamie, the best thing to do is just take the comments on the chin because they just slaughter you.
Yeah, yeah, I do.
Just tell me, Andrew B. Then you woke up, son. Unlucky.
It was Cods that night. He was getting laid into in the chat, and he just sat there and said nothing, so he just got abused even more. Like,
Yeah. He's a bunch of vile bastards.
But we love it.
that's
Yes.
it. We're doing a pass the mic roast at some point as well.
I didn't sign up for that. It's just.
You should just leave that one up to the viewers.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I love getting roasted. It's funny as fuck. I like to see what people come out with.
yeah, that's funny.
It's hilarious.
It's very funny.
Yeah,
Well, folk I've got living rent free in my head.
Oh my god.
Yellow card for Pekalik.
Right, interesting.
Christy's been
Kobe's
brilliant.
a waffle.
Christy's been really, really good.
It's getting to
Kobe's
that
a
point.
waffle.
It's getting to that point where we need to start making changes in it.
Yeah, definitely. I completely
Do you know
agree.
what? It's Mandarin made a good point. I am apparently the Dundee Andy Murray.
Yes. Get in.
I'll give him that. I'll give him that.
And big up to the Scotland national team YouTube channel for featuring Pass the Mic. That was a good achievement for the channel.
Thank you to Aaron for sharing it.
Yeah, Aidan sharing it got us on it. So
How did he? I don't even know what they asked for it.
I don't know, but I do find it wrong that they just put Aaron Fraser at the bottom of the screen. As
Yeah.
if
It should be
I
Pass the
literally
Mic.
turned it on because
Good
I got a notification.
disrespect.
with disrespect.
I got a notification. It was like the country reactions. Like, oh, God, I just upload this. I'll have a little watch of this. And then I see us.
Aye.
What?
We were on it for like 3 seconds, but
Yeah.
it was the best 3 seconds of my life.
Yeah, it's just you going, we're going in the Euros!
Any of you guys play FIFA because it's been out for a month and I've broken 7 controllers? Wish me luck for the rest of the year. Oh, I bet you feel fucking solid.
Bollocks.
Mate, I
Does
thought
anybody
career.
still even play that?
As Ross said to us in the private chat, FIFA is for wee boys, Football Manager is for the shaggers, PES is for the nonces.
FIFA is absolute
So there
shit.
goes the brand deal with Pez. Thank you.
Konami
A pedophile.
can fuck off.
What about what is it? Was it NS? No. What about New Star Soccer?
You start it's for the
That's
goal.
for when you can't afford FIFA yet.
That's when I first learned how to gamble.
Fucking get
Spent all my money on
New
the
Star Soccer was.
blackjack.
Do you remember that game that's like Score Hero?
Score Hero.
Yeah.
Yeah, Score Hero. No, Score Hero. I got
Nah,
stuck on
that-
the level, so I deleted it.
It was a game that you basically recreated old goals.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. What was it
that
called again?
That was a good game, actually.
I used to play that all the time at lunch.
Yeah.
Remember Faddy's goal was in it against France?
Yeah, aye.
Score Hero as well.
Okay.
I play FM.
kick, man.
Jack Marshall.
All the shaggers play
Ma-
FM.
Mandarin, we'll talk about the Dundee game once the Scotland game's over.
Score Hero. I joined Chelsea and then got stuck on the level, so I deleted the game. I was on like level 300. I used to play at half time.
Did you, aye?
Jack Marshall. Why is Jack Marshall just covered Pez?
Because he's a nonce, right?
Because he's correcting himself with the above comment.
Aye.
What?
CG Novo plays Pia. P.
Pia.
Pez. Oh, that was a terrible game.
I played it on the PSP for like PES 5, PES 6 years. That was actually better than FIFA. But
Oh my god, get him off the pitch. No.
which one?
Ollie McBurney.
Nah,
man,
the
he's
old
just-
FIFAs were really good. Like FIFA 05 and all that. They were good.
Don't be disrespecting the great one.
I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt first half because he's had a couple of chances, but fuck me, man.
Oh, guess whose birthday it is today? It is Emmanuel Dennis of Club Brugge's birthday today. So happy birthday to our Lord and Saviour.
Yeah, we will be posting out a tweet on the Pass Make official Twitter, and we'll put up a wee clip from that wee stream.
Love that, man.
Justin,
Also, Coby, I prefer if you didn't do the team tonic. Exactly.
I feel like McBurney's getting the Dundee main stand treatment here.
No, mate, he's been cool, man.
If
Come on,
McBurney was at Dens, fuck me, man.
Oh, Christ.
He'd be chased out the fucking tune.
Right, well, let me put it this way, right? You look at what Dykes offers you up front, same kind of striker, then you see McBurney play.
You can like Stevie. I've got to disagree. You can like just I assume what you watched is what I've just watched here. It's a case of he's trying too hard to impress.
I can
The
get
thing
that.
is, right, Ollie McBurney was decent for Sheffield United last year when because he got a load of goals for them. But like, it's really strange how like he can perform for Sheffield United, but he can't do it for Scotland.
Football, Ramage.
He scored
Different style
against
of football.
United. Oh,
John
what a
Mitchell
save.
deals in factoid.
What a save.
It's
Bloody Rodak. Rodak.
Coby, I'm trying to keep quiet for these guys, and then you just came in with what a save, what?
I'm sorry, 1 minute. What is this thing doing?
Joe Patterson, I'm currently at Brecon right now because my Dundee save corrupted because of a squad registration bug.
This thing banging on my door.
I'm currently at
Oh, I'm
Mull.
surprised it's still alive.
Get out, you clown.
That was a very good save by the keeper. As you can see, my emotion is raw because...
I've not seen
Coby
it.
fucking said it.
Coby, stop spoiling your dick.
Well played by Tierney there.
Has anybody got a Premier Sports subscription, by the way?
I do,
I'll just be
but I
watching
won't
it on his
say anything.
I've got it on the Fire Stick.
You know I won't say
Because you won't be
anything.
watching the stream.
I know.
Yeah, I wonder if the.
Oh, that is a superb save. That's how far behind I am.
Oh,
You know
yeah,
what?
yeah,
It was-
hang on.
It's a brilliant header as well.
It was kind of weird, right? Because me and Ross were having that discussion there, right? And I thought the ball was just going to fall to Ollie McBurney, and he was just going to, but obviously it went to McLean because McBurney was kind of a there or thereabouts. I thought it was going to go to him, and he was just
Logic
going
Scotland, can I use it?
Here, why is everyone fuming at me? What have I done?
Because you fucking spoil the games. Like, you keep saying things ahead of the time. Stevie keeps quiet for the benefit of the doubt. And you just keep going, oh,
Dundee
what a
team's
save!
out for the
All right,
game.
I'll be quiet. I'll be quiet.
Dynamite Heady says, has Robert Mack come on yet for the Slovaks? Nope.
Oh, Dundee team is out. Thank you.
Big Bobby Mack.
You've got Jack Hamilton, Cammy Kerr, Gordon
Dundee
McGee,
team,
Tom Byrne,
Dundee.
Danny Mullen, Paul McGowan, Declan McDade, Christy Elliott, Finlay Robertson, Jordan Marshall, and
What's
Charlie
going on?
Adam.
Save it to the game.
Aye, fuck's sake, Jamie. Didn't you shout fucking out?
I'm just saying.
I mean, we usually read that out at time up, but it's fine. It's all good.
Kobe's a fanny, not going to lie. Yep. Back to that comment.
We just get
I wonder
slaughtered.
what the Hibs team is.
Back to talk.
Come on, Stevie, make a change, man. You're not that hungover.
Thank you, Logic Scotland. Much appreciated. God bless you, beautiful human being. I'll buy you a pint. Buy you 2 pints, because I'm like that.
Mm-hmm.
Premier Sports is just such a weird one. Like, Ken, like, why? BT was better.
Yeah, BT was
Aye,
so much
that the BT coverage of the Scottish game was brilliant. Was really good.
Because obviously I had guys that played in Scotland, like Craggs and
The
Chris
thing
Sutton.
is, like, I find Chris Sutton, he gets a lot of stick. I thought he's a really good pundit.
He's the devil's advocate.
And he actually gives a shit about the Scottish game as well, and actively defends the Scottish game when somebody slaughters it.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I just think there's a good link between Chris Sutton and Stephen Craig. And
Yeah.
like, if you look at BT compared to Sky, I cannot watch Scottish football on Sky. I just cannot stand the coverage at all. But I mean, it's
Not since
BT just had that sort of, I don't know, it's just got that character about it.
Mm-hmm. Quite right.
It's Mandarin. I think this game is going out for Griff.
That's coming from a Rangers fan.
It's irrelevant, Gogsy. Griff is playing
Yeah.
for Scotland tonight.
You're right. Dude has been booked as well.
Fucking
Fucking hell, that's an outrageous tackle. We've got 25 minutes.
The 1-0 still on.
The one is still on.
It's not that we've not had chances, boys, man. There's been enough
Oh,
chances
that's
to have this
incredible.
game out of sight.
I mean, they're hardly world beaters themselves, Slovakia, but like Ken Bratislava, like the first time in the World Cup, last campaign was a tough place to go.
They beat us 3-0, didn't they? Scotland were absolutely terrible.
I remember, my mate was saying, like, he goes, when I was in Bratislava, came out of the game and there was a prostitute asking me if I wanted to see tits. And his reply was, no thanks, Ian, I've seen 11 tits already. Sorry,
That's all I said, aye.
is Coby on mute through you, Gogsy, or is he putting himself on mute?
I think he's put himself on mute.
Thank fuck for that.
Is this a protest?
Clown. Look at him. Just remove him, Gogsy. He's no talking, so just remove him.
Alright, guys, I'm back.
Fuck up.
I mean, I've hardly noticed Considine play.
He had a lot of the ball in the first half.
Yeah.
He seems to
I
be
forgot
really
Considine
solid.
as well.
Yeah, we've made a change, guys. Conchi's now off, and we've put Griff on, so we've took a defender off and put on a striker.
About
Oh,
time.
you've not, have you? Come on.
Right, because you took Considine off.
I mean, I forgot he was playing, to be honest with you.
Look how casual the Slovakia manager is. He's in jeans and everything.
I know, very formal.
That's a good question. If you were a manager, what kind of get-up would you go for?
Oh,
Right.
Fraser, I seen your thing on
I'm
Facebook earlier.
100%
But
shirt
Jurgen.
and tie.
Sorry, Ross, what were you saying?
I say I'm 100% shirt and tie. Like,
Aye. Suit up!
Suit up.
I'm a tracksuit donny myself.
you know,
I
when
mean,
you're actually lucky if you can coach well.
I'd wear a tracksuit for like warming up and stuff. But when it gets to like the pre-match interviews and then the actual game and then a post-match interview, I'd wear a suit.
You see Neil Lennon does that. He comes out in a suit and then he rushes to get changed into a tracksuit.
Yeah.
Like for the finals. It's like, what?
Also, I'd wear a different suit for the post-match press.
A different suit?
You got, God, yeah, you're bringing.
God's sake, man.
Fucking hell, you're buying the whole of Slaters.
Absolutely.
I just seen the stat that we've had 11 shots and they've had 7.
Yeah. There's still a goal in this game. It's just what way it's going to go.
Oh my God, Stephen Ferguson is only waiting on Palmer to be booked for £405.
Oh,
That's tasty, that, Stephen.
still a decent amount of time.
That is some bet. I remember I mentioned that earlier. That is a cracking bet, by the way.
Oh, Mr. Ninja Fish. Danger of relegation. Break out the Hawaiian shots.
I've got a sour lemon.
I've got a good. I've not got a good Hawaiian shot, but I have a good shit shot. So a picture of it's a cat named Daniel riding a shark on the whitey called can't even remember what they called the shark.
Stevie, I thought you celebrating there.
No, just get a corner.
Oh, Right.
Let's celebrate like we've scored a goal.
And token English fella is not in because he's not eligible to represent Scotland.
My eye read that as Wheels the token English fella, and I was like, how fucking dare you?
The disrespect.
Pass the mic for the boogie bus. Nah, we'll be doing something different. We'll be on a train. We'll be on the Tartan train.
Could just imagine the train from like Glasgow Central down to London is going to be absolutely fucking carnage. And they're going to make charter like.
What?
Dude, that's just shoved Christie. He's just no need for it.
Can you stop spoiling the game, please?
I know, but sometimes in it.
As long as you don't spoil goals, saves.
I know what we can do.
Throw-ins, yellow cards, red cards. Managers getting sent to the stand.
I can be the coverage from Scotland at the farm park, since you're in London.
Can you fuck up?
I can cover it from here.
Aye, because Coby will still be 15, so he won't be eligible to come to the pub with us.
Who fucking who?
So I'll be watching from the farm park.
Yeah.
I was searching for it literally all last night. I couldn't find any links or anything. I might need
Fan Park will probably be in George Square, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
The Glasgow Green, I thought might have had one.
Aye, Glasgow Green will have one.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Sorry, bit of a
He's
tangent.
new on 317 subscribers.
Well then, I was checking your channel.
Hey, metric in the year. Thank you for confirming that, Aidan McGeady.
Steve,
Sorry,
I binged
there's a
watched all your
tangent
videos
here.
yesterday, by the way.
Bit of a tangent here. What time is it over there in Slovakia? 'Cause it's pitch black.
It'll be 2 hours ahead.
It's
to get all in
like
one
half
way off.
5.
Is it?
I think so. Back 2 hours.
Time in Bratislava. Oh no, they're all actually only 1 hour ahead. They're it's half 4 loss.
4:30 over there.
Approaching half 4 anyway.
It's pitch black.
Yeah, I was literally thinking a similar thing. But I don't know if anyone can point me in the right direction for a link to any potential
Yes.
Any potential farm parks.
I was on the edge of my seat there.
No
Any potential fan
parks.
parks?
No, that would be. I just can't wait. I just want to do something. I just don't really want to sit in my house watching. That's a bit dead. I want to experience it.
Aye.
Ross Lockhart says, "Bring Coby with you. Get him a wee cider with a carvery meal."
Didn't realise this was in between us.
I mean, he won't even be 16.
I am a man.
Wait, when? Oh no!
We've recently
few
got
months,
that
God's
in the
sake.
local area.
Yeah. What if it? Imagine it's pushed back.
Stream's fucked.
It's Mandarin Coby, you're a cure for insomnia, for fuck's sake. I've been saying that for ages. It's Mandarin. I listen to Coby talking to try and get to sleep. And that is no word of a lie.
Shut up, it's Mandarin.
Flodrick Scotland is still watching. I would like my deets, please.
Oh my goodness, man. I'm just going to point out something I've noticed. Since we've changed the shape a bit, we seem to be giving the ball away a lot more.
I've been a bit.
We've not been great second half. We've been very poor.
Elsewhere in Europe, it is 2-1 to North Macedonia against Estonia. Tchaikovsky scored in the 29th minute to put the Macedonians ahead, and then Stapinen equalised in the 52nd minute for Estonia. Yes, his name is actually Stapinen. And Stoyanovsky restored the Macedonians' lead in the 68th minute, and with about 15 minutes to go, it's 2-1 to North Macedonia.
League official maybe.
But here in the main attraction of today, Scotland are 1-0 down against Slovakia. It seems like I'm getting the impression we're going to whimper out here.
Thank you, Logic Scotland. I have got that. Thank you.
I agree, Gogsy. I agree with that statement. It's just, there seems like there's nothing coming.
Uh-huh.
It just seems flat.
Yes, sir.
I can boogie.
Fuck up. You did mention Constantine.
Doesn't have to be about, well. I like how he was way ahead of his time.
Like you say, we've been dominating Slovakia and
They've
from
been
the
comfortable.
first half, and that we weren't deserving to be behind at half time. But at the same time, we've not really done enough to hurt them.
I agree.
We've spent too much time passing it sideways about their box and doing absolute hee-haw. How many shots on target have we had?
Exactly. Well, that McLean header really, isn't it?
In the second half, yeah.
That's been about it. And then the McBurney he done the first half.
We've not done enough to get anything from the game. That McBurney chance when he took a touch instead of hitting it first time.
I mean, I know they've scored, but what have Slovakia done?
Nothing. This is a 0-0 game.
Well, Slovakia have just had like a small glimmer and they've taken it.
Dynamite Heady, Gogsy, did you see the Kenny McLean to Rangers rumours? I heard about them, but I don't really care.
I saw them this morning.
Not really fussed because, I mean, I don't support Rangers and Kenny McLean hasn't played for a team that I support. So.
I think it'll happen. There's lots of links in the summer, but I think he signed a new contract with Norwich. So I don't know. I think it could just be paper talk.
Fucking hell. No, John Mitchell, I do not have anyone in my cupboard.
Somebody just commented on a post.
Other people in my uni flat.
Somebody just commented on a post that I'm reading that even if we lose tonight, if the Czechs draw, we win the group.
Yes, because we've got a better head-to-head.
Right, so I'm sitting here pure gutted, man. There's still reason to be. Come on.
Aye.
But, like you say,
that was quality from Jamie there. No, John, I do not have someone in that.
Yeah, no.
No, John.
No, John.
It's like the caller for bingo. All the threes, 33.
Get in. I've got that one.
I'm not surprised by this.
Yeah. I think that's a dead certain to happen, to be honest with you.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I said to you, Ross, the other night, like, see when Shane Duffy goes back to Brighton, Celtic will be after Declan Gallagher.
They better pay good money.
Gallagher will be desperate to go back to Celtic as well, because he's a big Celtic fan.
Remember, he got released from Celtic, mind. So,
Thing is, though, Declan Gallagher's out of contract at the end of the season.
Oh my goodness! Oh no!
January on.
So I mean, it has to be between now and December that we actually sign him on a longer deal.
Alan Campbell he's out.
Do you think he will?
Contract soon as well, isn't he?
I don't know. And as for Campbell, I don't see him signing a new deal.
Well,
Sorry, we've delved back into club football chat, but
we're
Tierney boot the ball off Armstrong there.
I reckon for Campbell, it'll be between us, Hibs, and down south, and I reckon it'll be down south.
Fuck up.
Cheers, Cameron. We'll try our best and avenge the Welsh and the Irish.
We had a big meet and greet in London, right?
Aye. Wait a minute.
If you die of alcohol poisoning, don't hold
Can
me.
you please not put fake scores in the chat? That'd be very much appreciated.
Yes, even if you are
Are you
watching
going
it.
to sin bin?
You're a sin bin, Coby.
Yeah,
Fuck up.
sin binned for putting in fake scores.
You are fake news.
Yes.
America's a great country. Great.
I think they're the worst people on YouTube. See the people that you see when you're watching streams in the comment, and they just keep commenting scores, man. The worst.
Oh, he's gonna think it's a score. He's gonna get excited. Get out,
I know.
clown.
No time for that at all.
Well, we shouldn't have even had to when we're watching the game on thingy on Thursday. We shouldn't have even had to turn over.
Is McBurney still on? He is.
He's dog shit.
No, I've hardly been watching the second half.
I'm guessing McBurney's missed another chance.
I'm just going to let you see what's happened.
Oh Jesus!
Is it just me, or do we look less dangerous with two strikers than one?
I know, it's funny.
We need Big Lyndon back.
Well, he's suspended.
I miss Lyndon. Lyndon in London. There we go.
But here, Fraz, at least we can record our Lost in London podcast next year.
We're all be fucking lost.
Because we had that idea because of the Football Content Awards this year. We were going to go down to Tottenham for it.
You'll have more than 10k this year before the Euros to do it in
I hope so.
Base.
Hint, hint. If you've not subscribed, please do so and leave a like.
Please do too.
I heard there's only 1% of people not watching.
Kirsten, don't make jokes about that, please.
Cheers, Kirsten.
Has anybody seen this yet?
Yeah, what the through ball to Griffiths.
He's got to get his rate of pass right, Ross.
To be fair, like
he's under no
wrong there.
He's under no pressure, man. He's under no pressure. And there's a big gap when he fucking.
There seems to be a lot of hostility between Griffiths and McBurney. They don't seem to be talking to each other.
Would you talk to a mountain goat?
Aye.
Oh dear. Yeah, this is gonna.
I think maybe the fact that McBurney is a massive Rangers fan. He doesn't even hide it as well. I think.
Oh yes, I'm sure that's the reason that they do not talk.
Oh yeah, that's maybe foul.
Maybe there's something in that. Are you talking about the Christie one, Gogsy?
I'm talking about the one where he just got blocked off there.
Yeah, that's the Christie one.
I mean, obstruction. That's a foul.
Good little touch by McBurney there, though.
Is that a handball?
He's trying to go on the
week. No, but I insist he's doing good.
How's that McBurney's fault? McBurney decent ball, but Griffiths tries to let it run instead of taking a touch.
He's overhit the pass. He's got to just fucking. Honest to God.
I don't know. I think McBurney's getting a lot of stick from people.
I agree with you.
Not just Stevie, but like people in the chat and stuff, and Scotland fans in general. I think he's getting a lot of stick for no reason a lot of the time.
Scapegoated.
20 million.
You're the group scapegoat.
Right. Well, what do you expect from a £20 million striker?
I'm the scapegoat on the stream.
Yeah, but the thing is, he's not a £20 million striker to Scotland, or Scotland didn't pay 20 million for him.
No, I know.
But he is, though.
I know he is.
Logic Scotland is.
Harry Maguire's an £80 million centre back, and he's fucking shite.
Yeah, it's not McBurney's fault. That's what
McBurney's fault.
That still got me.
If you talk to any form of animal, mountain goat, hamster, you'd be on drugs.
That's the biggest Coby.
I don't even have any pets.
You have a hamster?
That's
not
not
anymore because you fucking round the world it.
That's
Flushed
not
it down the toilet.
You fucked it up and volleyed out the window.
Have it.
You know the scissor kick volley. You're like, hooray! Out the window.
Oh.
Cherry bye, yeah, cool.
Recreating goals with my hamster.
I know he didn't choose his price tag, but Jesus Christ. Swansea were running off to the bank laughing.
It's a bit like us getting $1 million for James Scott.
We got dollar.
Closer to 2 million, mate.
Right, well, there you go.
We got dollar.
Oh my goodness, man.
It's fine. We'll win on Wednesday. London Dykes will score.
Just hopefully they draw tonight.
But there's obviously something each manager's seen in McBurney.
McBurney.
Constantly getting picked. I mean,
McBurney.
I'm honestly not surprised we're getting beat here.
McBurney.
The thing is, what do you really expect? Like, got a huge result the other night. We're not going to be.
We're emotionally hungover.
Biggest thing that's happened to Scottish football in 20 odd years, you know. I'm not surprised they're getting beat just now.
Well, as I said, look at Liverpool. I think I said it before the stream though. Shankland coming on. I think, well, look, when they won the league, then they got pumped off as City. Like,
You got like dementia. You keep repeating the same things like twice.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry, but there's no urgency in this performance.
No.
As
First half you can maybe say they were better, but second half there's just been absolutely nothing going.
The hamster keeps Coby's Wi-Fi going.
Oh, there we go. Fucking Lawrence Wankland's going up.
That was a risky tackle there.
Oh, dear.
Oh my goodness.
What?
I'm caught in between doing it for these and telling these, man, but it's fucking hell, man. Oh, hilarious. Scott McKenna's just thought he was Lionel Messi for a second, man.
I'm sorry, but
Has a wasp just entered the chat?
Yeah, fuck off,
I'm sorry, Coby, but you would have agreed with that statement about 3 months ago.
Stevie, did you just see the same thing I saw?
Yes.
What a guy. Oh my god. On the bench when Scotland qualifying turns into Cristiano Mbappe.
You chat so much shit, it's actually unreal. So you even get shit, it's just shit. So we've got a wasp and we've also got a horse in the chat.
Yeah.
It's funny you tried the back heel.
At least you tried.
I've seen that before in a lot of amateur football and my team and that. The defender just gets so fucked off that the strikers are doing nothing, so they just decide to go for a mazy up the park.
Jamie Grady goes on the mazy.
To be fair, you seen that 5 million price tag, and I mean it goes to people's heads.
Okay.
Griffiths has been rubbish since he's came up.
I can just imagine if this was us actually at the game, we'd just be signing yes sir I can boogie the whole 90 minutes.
Coby, your banter is dead. Lol.
Who said that?
That's another yellow card. Go back to 11
Mandarin.
getting
Look
whipped,
at you.
as Ross Lockhart said.
You got an orange badge on your
Coby's
profile.
brain damaged hamster would be a better forward. That's a great comment.
Is your hamster still alive? Well, what's the script?
Not my hamster.
Well, whose hamster is it?
My brother's.
So you just openly assault your
I
little
didn't
brother's
kick
hamster?
the hamster. I
You
rolled
did?
it. I rolled it with
You
my
literally
foot.
said on screen you kicked a hamster.
I reported you to the feds.
Well, maybe I chose the wrong choice of words.
Same way that you read the 14 words.
I didn't read them. I googled it.
You did read it. I was watching the
I didn't know.
show.
I didn't read it.
Oh, that's a good question from Diamond Heedy. Did Griffiths learn everything he knows from his time at Dundee? Learned how to be a fighter at Dundee, like?
No. Jockey Scott would have taught him a lot, but not everything.
We'll be going for a wee break before we cover the Hibs Dundee game. So everyone's got time to have a shower or a cup of tea or whatever you want.
I'm
Sorry
banishing
about your
Coby from
feelings,
watching
Andy.
Dundee. There's far too many opinions that I do not care about.
Alexa, play the Rebels.
I'm on that one, Fraser.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what you're talking about.
How much do you... Oh, comments are going so quick, I can barely read them.
Well, that's a good question. Best pass the mic moment. I think it's the penalty save from Thursday night.
I think that was the best stream I've been on.
It's going to be the last stream today. Coby's will make it.
That makes
Make the
no
most
sense.
of it.
One of the best ones was when Cods was sitting watching a Marseille game. Marseille v Sunday. Did fuck all for 59 minutes and then he just lost it when they made it 1-0.
Aye, that was good. Which trips are on for the Dundee game? I'll give the Dundee fans first refusal.
This can't.
Yeah. Jamie, you want to go?
Yeah, I'll be on for Dundee.
And Stevie?
I'll be on it.
Aye, superb.
I reckon we've got to ask the comments what their favourite moment is.
Aye. It's up to the comments.
My favourite moment is when Coby left.
That's twice I've heard somebody saying Charlie Adams going to score a hat-trick.
Yes, Charlie. Even though he just added me on Snapchat and being annoying cunt, I still agree with that.
I think the tea moment's got to be up there.
Oh, okay then.
Bye, Mac. He's also added me on Snapchat. He's a wee gimp.
There we go. Bye.
Best one was when
Hi, driver.
in Loudmouth's game and he was that far behind he thought Gogsy was asking what he was up to. Okay, I can't remember that one. Logic's got
That's been one of the champions.
When Barnett played Dagenham and Redbridge and Barnett got 2 penalties in the last 5 minutes. Remember that?
Watch.
No, Jamie. No.
Oh dear.
The Kevin De Bruyne bet was up there, I'd say.
Oh, that was no. I still get PTSD from that night.
No, I'll tell you the best moment was when Celtic played that team. I can't remember who it was, but when they lost in the Champions League qualifier, when me and Gogsy and
when I joined from the toilets.
Oh, that was funny as fuck.
Yeah.
For the Europa League. Andrew Beattie, we top the group if the Czechs draw tonight. The Czechs need full points.
Oh yeah, that is a good moment, Joseph. When Aberdeen beat Celtic and Coby refused to acknowledge us.
No, he's talking about being salty over a certain Motherwell game.
That was Sir Franco coming on.
Oh, forward Dundee United, of course.
Aberdeen were linked on it. The Motherwell game, that was not there for me. That was a...
Stevie, you alright there?
Full time, yeah.
Full time.
Let's have the notification.
Wait, you see what happens at the end?
Ross, wouldn't you be surprised?
Slovakia have a free kick where I am, so I'm about 30 seconds behind you.
Oh,
Matt Cleghorn's made a new account and said that he's sorry.
What a roaster! Get him banned again.
I'm sorry, we don't take second chances on this channel.
What a roaster!
that's a bit harsh. Aiden plays, put a Z at the end of plays. That deserves a ban in my eyes.
Oh, Griff should have scored there. Like, anybody's channel has Z at the end or HD
TV.
and your TV. Fuck off.
Oh my god!
Good save.
To be fair, it's a great save, isn't it?
Here, shouldn't we be allowed to play the corner?
Greg's Bakery getting the only goal of the game.
Aye.
Looks like a right. Aye, Logic Scotland are back. That Steve Clark out. Disgraceful performance tonight.
Worst manager in Scotland ever had.
Dear God, let they two draw, man. Let them draw.
Joe Patterson, Ham HD's done then. Yep, Ham HD does fall into that category. Yep.
Yeah, do you want to do a wee coverage on the Czech Republic Israel game as well? Because it's that big now.
Not really.
It doesn't bother me. I'll go with the flow, man.
I'm not doing 3 games in one day.
Okay, I'm in the mood for it.
I'm not watching Czech Republic Israel. I'm sure boys in the chat will come on for it.
We'll see. But anyway, that is the end of stream 1 for the day. Crashing back down to earth with a bang. I think we're all agreeing that we just wished out there.
Second half we were shit.
Still had chances as well, despite playing pitch.
We still had chances, but thing is, when you didn't take your chances, we had more chances than Slovakia did to take, and I mean Slovakia got their goal and just held on tight. But yeah.
No, Joe Patterson will not be doing England Belgium as well. Fuck up. You don't call the shots.
We'll see. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's stream. We've been joined, of course, by here's a wee roll call. Coby, thanks for coming on, mate.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for having me.
And Roscoe.
Yes, okay.
Yes. Frazqwandro.
Beat on.
Ramage.
Cheers, lads.
Fucking hell, that ain't you shit.
Gonna get too excited.
Cheers, Stevie, as well.
No worries, mate.
And I've been your host, Gogs99. You've been watching Past the Mic. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming on and watching us watch Scotland get beat. But yeah, we'll see you in about 25 minutes for the next stream, where Hibs take on Dundee, and we're covering the cup draw as well. Anyway, guys, we'll see you later.
Drive safe.
Drive safe.